be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's including the ice wall, baby. Stand tall or not at all. Come on. We got breaking news, right? Give me that good news, good news. Yup. Let's get it. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. What about a trade day party? Come on. Yeah. Come on. And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like button, share this content. Let's get it. Yeah. Come on with it.
Ready? Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Stop saying Spartans! I am. Prepare for glory! Does it bad? Make you come closer than close. Yeah. Take the money out! Original day.
Shout out to the notification squad. Swat all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and yeah. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. What about a Law Nation's groove? Wake up, get up, be up. Cowboys are not done according to information that's around the world. The Cowboys are not done. Shout out to everybody for tuning in and being part of these conversations that rock the nation, man. The news hit, and they finally got my dog, man. Man, they got my dog, man. Boy, we got some dogs over here, man. And at this point and at this time, we should all be happy about that dog. Hi. You know, here's the thing. And then, and you step and there's a trail of urine like the Cavapoos and the Shih Tzus, all of those things, Chihuahua, they might do something, But, at the end of the day, I appreciate everybody for jumping in and rocking with the nation. My name is Law Nation. We talk Cowboys football and beyond. And this particular episode, the Cowboys did just that. They went and got a guy that can high point the ball, pull it out of the sky. They got a guy that can really run block. And he got extreme great aggressions, right? And when we start to talk about these things, the Cowboys been voided of that area. Now, granted, we want to see what Mingo can do, right? We want to see what this can look like if Ryan Flournoy gets a chance. But like I said earlier this morning, before I had my cup of coffee, let me get my like I said this morning, shout out to you, Leon. He said Jaguars released Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis been a shell of himself since he left Bills, so I'm not really worried about Gabe Davis, but shout out to Gabe Davis. But we got us a nice little situation here as it relates to George Pickens. And with Pickens being involved now, and the Cowboys ultimately understanding this right here, as we all been saying,
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Yeah. They understand it.
There's 1,000 of you.
Hey, close the doors. Close the doors. Somebody said no locked doors. But what I'm getting at is this right here.
The Dallas Cowboys just traded for George Pickens. On deep targets in 2024, George Pickens was first in receiving grade, first in catches, and first in yards.
Pause right here. Let me see if I can rewind. Let's see this again one more time.
The Dallas Cowboys just traded for George Pickens. On deep targets in 2024, George Pickens was first in receiving grade, first in catches, and first in yards.
All right, so with that being said, this dude is, for what it is, a good pickup, and I don't hear where Tobit at with them things, right? Where's Mingo or Flo or Jalen Brooks or, to a degree, Kevontae Turpin? Now, what this do by us picking up a George Pickens, what this do allow us to do is to put these guys in right and proper positions. Now we can have literally a lineup, whereas you have Lamb, you have Pickens, and then as your wide receiver, or you can put him as your big X, you can have Mingo, right? And Pickens, he can play the Y or the X, but primarily he's on the outside. Primarily he's the bullying type. Primarily he's the guy that's going to be able to get you going in the right direction. Law, what do you mean about that? Well, with that being said, I will show y'all footages, but the NFL be NFLing, right? But I can show you a little snippet of the dog mentality and the dog nastiness that he brings to the table, and you really don't want to see this if you're the opposing team, right? So look at him at the top. Man, when the last time we had something like that, Cowboy Nation? Somebody who's willing. And, I forgot to do an audio check. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Shout out to you, JD from D.C. Travis Phillips, appreciate you on the Facebook Groove. And shout out to you, Lubby, appreciate you. Richards, Richard, appreciate you. He says Breece Hall. Yes, indeed. He is a name that's been naming, right? And the Cowboys literally is not done yet. And we could be in the circles of getting him.
A lot of Tolos are now asking, okay, Jerry, you hit on one of the two possible deals you were suggesting. What is the other? The internet, who started ablaze with this Pickens stuff last night, Des Bryant, was like, oh my gosh, is this really happening?
It's happening.
The internet is throwing out a running back name. They're saying, now go and get Nick Chubb, who is powerlifting and showing off all his strength and the freakish stuff out of Cleveland. The name that I had heard or told not to shut the door on was Breece Hall.
So Breece Hall is a name that's circulating in Cowboys aura. Appreciate your press, appreciate you. Law, you happy now? Hey, at this point, we got to take the good things and bag them, right? Take the sour things and crush them, and lemons are sour, right? So we try to make lemonade out of it. Add me some sugar, some agave for those who trying to keep and walk the proper healthy life, right? So what I'm talking about with now that we have my dog, hi, down, boy. My dog got teeth now, you know what I'm saying? For a foreverlasting touch. Wait a minute. A foreverlasting touch says, go get Nick Chubb. Okay, and we saw what he was able to do. I think that Hall is more at play. I think that that's a situation that's been brewing around. But Chubb is for free. Chubb is for free right now. I mean, you can pick him up for a cup of coffee. Now, here's the other thing, is this egg worthy? That is the egg challenge is over. The deal was the Cowboys will not make a move before the draft. Now, the draft already came and went, so therefore, there's no more egg challenge. You know what I'm saying? So there's no more egg challenge. So I see a lot of people on all platforms hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, and they also hit me up on TikTok, said, bring the eggs out, Law. Man, them eggs are precious, So no, there's no more egg challenge. But this pickup would have been egg worthy, egg to the face, right? And that's for what it is. Will Amari Cooper still sign? No, I think Amari Cooper is gone. It's a situation and scenario. and trust me, believe me, I would love to smash the egg upon the head. JD from DC says this is a great move. Trade Diggs immediately so we can add more pieces. All right, so here's how trade works. Team's going to check the Carfax, right? They're going to say, well, why would we want your damaged goods? Why would we want sloppy seconds? And that is a situation that Trayvon Diggs, the best thing you can do is it's better to have him than to not have him at this point. It's going back to that saying, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So with Trayvon Diggs, what you're going to do within the confines of what Diggs can do is just pray and hope that he have a speedy recovery. But still operate the phone lines, Jerry. And when you operate the phone lines, just say, hey, we looking for a DB. I think our offensive side is cool right now. We got the quarterback. We got running backs. We got the two wide receivers, one in 1A or 1B or 1A or one true one wide receiver and true number two, right? We good in that department, right? We good at tight ends. It kills me that everybody done walked off from – it hurts my feelings a little bit. Some Cowboy fans. Y'all hurt my feelers just a little bit. Y'all done beat up Jake Ferguson. I'm rooting for Jake Ferguson. Team Ferg 87, man. Yeah.
G Cuddy $9.99. Law, I'm not complaining. How good are Pickens' hands, separation, and route running? In that order, man shrugging dark skin tone.
The man struggling dark skin tone.
The Dallas Cowboys just
Here you
traded
go.
for George Pickens. On deep targets in 2024, George Pickens was first in receiving grade, first in catches, and first in yards. This adds to a loaded Cowboys offseason where they already earned an A+ for their draft haul. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb make one of the most electric wide receiver duos in the NFL. Jerry Jones has been absolutely cooking this offseason.
That's your answer right there. That's your answer. That's your answer right there. Because we couldn't do the same graphic if we were to go get Amari Cooper today, right? We couldn't put up the same information for the nation if we were rolling into the 2025 season with Jalen Tolbert or Jalen Brooks or Mingo. So when we start talking about this, and that dude, that whoever did that from PFF, he's not even a Cowboys fan. So that was an objective, an analysis of an approach, So you can liken this to almost to this degree, Cowboy Nation. And I'm not saying that it is, but you can liken it to an Alvin Harper and a playmaker like Michael Irvin, right? And this duo was a real nice duo. By far, here's my thoughts on duos, right? Like, this is the best duo we had since 2021. And CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper only played 7 to 8 games together. It's not a long history of good situations, right? So when I go back and I think about it, this is the duo that we last had. Maybe you can say a duo like Dez and Terrence Williams, the early parts of Terrence Williams. But I can argue that this duo is a little bit better than that. But that's a whole nother conversation. All right, so when we start talking about duos, right? Was it the Miles, not Moreau, but Austin? Roy Williams to a degree, and that duo didn't really last long, right? Who else? T.O. and Terry Glenn, right, when they was here. That's how far you got to go back far as a duo. And I could be wrong with it. Y'all let me know about all of this. Cowboy Nation. Big Dog Jeezy says Justin Simmons safety. The way this particular team on defense play their safeties, I don't think that we need to go get a Justin Simmons at this point. Are you talking about the safety, or are you talking about Jeffrey Simmons? Now, if you could have had a typo, now Jeffrey Simmons, I'll move a little bit to get him, but we already solidified with our 3-tech, Dez and Miles. How many games did Dez and Miles play together? Because I think that the Kardashians already messed up his hamstrings by the time Dez was in the building. Right. And Miles Austin, shout out to him. But, man, good Lord. And I do like the mindset of this right here. And what I'm going to say, a lot of people been pushing back on Ferguson this year based off of what he did last season, right? And when we look at the offense in general, it's still too soon to start ranking where we are at with the NFC East. But Sadiq Charles.
Sadiq Charles, $5. Law, I'm still here for Ferguson. I feel he will step up. Welcome Pickens to Dallas. He will be in Dallas on Thursday, according to Jane Slater.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Cuddy State said, so Pittsburgh wanted Pickens gone, the same way San Fran wanted Charles Haley gone. Let's hope the same results in our favor. Yeah. All right. So here's the thing. It's cold. Pittsburgh wide receivers. You got to have a certain set, wide receivers. Antonio Brown did a great job. He was eventually kicked off, right? Also, when we started to think about it, you got to go back to Hines Ward, not the catch-up. That was a good wide receiver there. I'll be intrigued to know what Pickens would look like. I want to show his highlights so bad, but I know that they will pull this video of what he can do, and that's including all 22. The NFL has cornered the market basically on tape this year, and but at the end of the day, you can't get too bogged down and upset about this, because now we got us a true number 2 that wants to be a number 1, that understands that, hey, I'm a dog. I can get into this situation and make something happen. All right, we got this right here. People don't realize how much this is going to open up for Ferguson for big plays down the middle. Come on, baby. And Ferg miss his boy, the seam guard thrower, And that's why Ferg had a bad season last year. And concussions is a real thing. I'm going to tell y'all, if you ever been concussed before, right? If you ever had a concussion before, right? It shakes and rattles your brain. That's your brain hitting your skull. Some people have speedy recoveries. They can be back up and running the next week. Some people, it takes months, depending on what part of the brain that was rattled. But I'm not using that as an excuse for Ferg. But come on, man, everybody was dog water last year. Look, Lamb had his, from a stat-wise, had a horrible year, from a stat-wise, right? Hell, he didn't even lead the team in touchdowns. Tolbert did. So that explains further how bad this wide receiver group really is, or was during that time. Echoes, appreciate you. He says, anybody with half of a brain knows that Jake Ferguson did not have Dak Prescott last year. Come on now. We all know that Jake is that dog. Yeah, come on, man.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Hell, we can go back to the last postseason game we was in. It was Ferg that was the only person that was out there making some movement, who wasn't with his head in between his legs, So I like this, man. And now, all right, we got Lamb, who when he turns it on, he turns it on. He's not that dog factor like a Jake Ferguson, right? That keeps it on at all times. And he's not that dog factor like George Pickens that keeps it on at all times. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Do y'all hear the words that's coming out of my mouth? Like Lamb in 1,000 years won't do this, right? If you can squint your eyes, look over and see what Pickens did, look at the top of the page right here. Him lined up as the X position. They're trying to play press, and he throws them up out of the club. Like, come on, man. Like this is the episode from Fresh Prince. Come on. Who got thrown out? Come on with it. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, CD Pickens Mingo. Come on with it. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. All right, so this was also talked about from the aspect of who, and shout out to Brandon Loree, man. I think that he's a researcher of a researcher. He's the analyst of the analyst, and this is what I'm going to play right quick. Hold on.
You and I have had conversations about Pickens in the past, and kind of being a little bit more hesitant to buy fully into the player. I think that he is playing the best football that I've seen him play in the NFL right now, and it's not even close. I think he looked.
I'm gonna rewind. Jazz, yeah. He threw Jazz up out of there. Who's watching that new Fresh Prince of Bel Air? I think it's on Peacock. Who's watching that new one? With Coco Jones and all of them, man. I think, or whatever her last name is. I think that's a real good one. Yeah. Let's rewind for those who don't understand.
You and I have had conversations about Pickens in the past and kind of being a little bit more hesitant to buy fully into the player. I think that he is playing the best football that I've seen him play in the NFL right now, and it's not even close.
Did they say that about Mingo last year? Did we hear news about that on Brooks? Did we hear news about Cavante Turpin last year about something like that, right? Did you guys hear any news of Jalen Tolbert about what this young individual just said? Let's super chat.
J Diz, $10. Well, Jerry nonsense has me interested in this season. Great move, clapping hands, dark skin tone, clapping hands, dark skin tone. Hey La Mingo who? Tolbert what? Tears of joy. They still an
upgrade at defensive tackle, one tech, and another running back, cough, Chubb.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
This deal right here solidifies the draft. I mean, there will still be people say, hey, man, let me get Tedderall McMillan, right? He haven't played a down yet in the National Football League. Hey, man, I want to live my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. He haven't played a down yet in the National Football League, right? So all of these situations elevate the entire situation, meaning that this draft done got better. It's sweeter. Yeah, the sweet parts, man, is at the end. Yeah, so it's getting sweeter, and it's not done yet. Ratio says 1B for sure, so we're going to call him not the number 2 wide receiver, 1B. 1B. Micah Gear states this, all I can think about is with Pickens is the time you said Tolbert, Lamb be pretty boys, but Pickens is that guy to say, boy, that boy over there stank. Yeah, man, we need that. We need that guy that he ain't going to brush his teeth on game day. Yeah, that's exactly what Pickens is. I ain't brushing my teeth on game day. And when you get close to me, I want you to smell every rotten tooth I got in my mouth, right? Or tongue or whatever I got. I want you to smell it. I ain't going to wipe my backside. Yeah, so whenever they be like, oh, he's stinking. Yeah. Now give me my separations. That goes to tell you that's the reason why he had this. One more time.
The Dallas Cowboys just traded for George Pickens. On deep targets in 2024, George Pickens was first in receiving grade, first in catches, and first in yards. This adds to a loaded Cowboys offseason where they already earned an A+ for their draft haul. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb make one of the most electric wide receiver duos in the NFL. Jerry Jones has been absolutely cooking this offseason.
Come on, Jerry, they're giving you your flowers. So that's what I want. Ski mask Jerry. Yeah, musty mouth. Yeah. Like, damn, man, that dude, man, I got to go over there and block him, man. Yeah, you got to go over there and guard him, And that's what he do. And the other guys, Tolbert and Lamb, they're going to have retwists. They're going to have their hair different colors and stuff. They're going to have, the facial done and all of this stuff. And they ain't talking about Lamb and Tolbert, but this is what they going to do. They might paint the fingernails, put the little overlays over it. No, Pickens ain't going to do that. No. He going to have dirty hands. Yeah, he's like Tupac on Poetic Justice. He going to have dirty nails. That's what I want, dirty nails and all. Come on with it, shoot. Come on with it.
I think he looks more like the route runner and separator that he was in college as opposed to kind of the first 2 years.
We pause for these. Come on with it.
Sitka Charles $5. Law, Oxnard is going to be lit this season. As well as the stadium. I think it will be fans everywhere coming out this season. DC4LIFE keycap.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
I don't mind paying $25 to park now, Jerry. I'll pay the $25, man. I will pay the $25.
Take the money out!
Y'all gonna make sure y'all gonna help me get there too, right? y'all gonna help me pay that $25 parking fee. Yeah. Gotta park in the gravel just to go and watch these guys at Oxnard, and I guarantee y'all, it won't be just me. And three people and somebody else holding the camera. Come on with it, GP. Are you with me? Riggs, I got you, bro. Shoot. Who coming to Oxnard with me? That's what I want to know. Come on with me, you know. Y'all need to come to Oxnard with me. Come on with it, Rob CT. We gonna be up there watching Pickens just pulling the ball up out of the sky and it just hit me. Oh, boy, we're going to have a line longer than Jay Leno's chin. Here's what we also going to see, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get a true evaluations of our damn DBs. Yeah.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed?
Come on with it, shoot. Let the AI
Rob
speak.
CT $10. I wanted DJ Moore, but Pickens is going to be mad physical at WR, and we haven't had that since Dez. CD Pickens, Mingo, move on to the defense now. Fill in the gaps. I feel good. James B.
James. You ain't trying to say go get James Bradbury, are we? What's the James B? That's your signing name? That's who you are? Yeah. Or James Brown. What you got with the James B? You got to tell me, man. CD Pickens and Mingo, what they gonna do is now. Damn, these DBs, I feel sorry for any light DB. Oh my gosh. Hey, Josh Butler. Hey, my dog, man, you finna get some workout this offseason. Hey, Carson's. Hey, you finna get some workout this offseason. Look, Carson was balling, boy. He was balling going up against Brooks and Tolberts and Cavante Turpins. Now, hey, we get a true evaluation.
Darren Posey $10. Law, make sure you wear plenty of Mondo, because Oxnard gonna be on fire.
Hey, you ain't lying, man. And this is brought to you by Darren Posey, too, by the way. He got me to rethink of this quick. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Damn. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go, and let's stay in control of your odor. I love it. Let's go, man. Oh, boy. Yeah. Shit. Shay Sharp, boy, you need to stop doing that. Shay Sharp in all type of troubles, man. And I'm hearing Smokey Robinson and Byram Scott. People going back from 1987 and 1995 pulling up records, man. Shoot. I can barely remember what I did 5 months ago, but man, I hope all is well with these situations. Zach Luna says, shoot, maybe I'll spend the $250 this year, Law, laughing out loud. And Zach, let me tell you, man, they be getting us, bro. They be sniping us The VIP area is $250 per day. It used to be like $300 or $500, and you get the VIP for the extended time, the amount of time that you out in Oxnard. Jerry is wanting $250 a day. Yeah, and you can't keep the same wristband. So, man, it's a money grab, man. And there's no guarantees if you go buy the $250 wristband that they're going to practice
Rob
on their side.
$5. Tolbert looked like Will Smith in that episode when he said, "How come he don't want me, man?" Lol, let's go. Cowboys.
Let's go, man. Shout out to you, Rob, CT. And here's my thing is with all of this, ladies and gentlemen. This should make Tolbert better. Right? This should make Jalen Brooks better. This should make Mingo and Kevontae Turpin. Hey, they got some. Look, I'm going to tell y'all one thing. They going to make Kevontae Turpin. Kevontae Turpin's about to have a hell of a year, y'all. Kevontae Turpin is about to have a hell of a year, y'all. Sheesh.
Darren Posey $5. I guess Smokey didn't have a quiet storm after all.
Man, they coming out there, all of the legends, man. Shoot. Sheesh, man, them Illuminati dudes, man, they be doing, hell, they coming out with books and everything. But this should make the team better, not worse. And when you bring in somebody with that kind of caliber of skill set, it should make them better.
Listen, Dallas Cowboys have been working on something over the last few months. I mean, we obviously know they didn't pull any triggers on receivers in this year's draft, and they don't have what we consider to be in the NFL a true number 2 receiver. They have Jalen Tolbert that they picked up in the draft some years ago. He had more touchdowns than CeeDee Lamb last year, but he hasn't been the guy that you can necessarily rest your hat on as a true number 2. He's more of a 3. So the Dallas Cowboys had a hole to fill. And how did they fill that hole? Well, we just found out today, going out and grabbing one of the league's best deep ball threats, one of the best contested catch receivers in the league. This dude is tenacious. He has a little grittiness to him, right? He has a little fight, and he goes out there and gets the ball at the high point. We saw what difference he made with the Pittsburgh Steelers, especially when Russell Wilson took over command. Immediately, they were able to throw the ball down the field. Now, when you take his abilities and you pair him up with a CeeDee Lamb, who is arguably the best receiver in the league, you can talk about Justin Jefferson and a handful of other guys, Jamar Chase, but CeeDee Lamb is in that conversation with the top 3 receivers in the league. Now, all of a sudden, you have a true 1 and a 2 tandem.
Before, man, my guy Isaiah Standback is killing it, man, in a good way. I see y'all. I reading what you guys are saying, and most of you guys are lamenting this right here, that it should be no excuses for Dak Prescott. Like he got Randy Moss in Megatron. This is what y'all trying to imply, right? And I get all of that. Let the AI speak on it, man. I appreciate you, man.
Silos 2136. $19.99. Law, I want $5 for every. Dax has no excuses now. Comment tears of joy.
Wow, boy, you get out of my head, man. God dog, you going right where I was going. Riggs! Riggs! I can't take this no more, Riggs. I'm getting too old for this. When I started, you was younger than me. You was the young boy eating dog bones and stuff. Now we the same age, Riggs, But at the end of the day, Danny Glover just didn't age. Riggs just caught up with him. But at the end of the day, I get it. We want to say 4 is the reason why we've been losing in all of these games. Like he's the ultimate reason, right? And this is me not putting cover over 4. This is me not saying that, hey, he didn't have a part at it. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is that this is a team sport. So the same people say that there should be no excuses for Dak Prescott should be the same people saying there should be no excuses for Burrows. Don't he still have a better wide receiver core than the Cowboys? Didn't he start it up? He came up out of the womb with a better wide receiver core for the NFL. Right? He had Higgins and Jamar Chase, right? He don't know what it feels like throwing it to a Mingo or a Brooks or a Tolbert, right? So what's his excuse, right? So we like to always put it all on one person. Like, come on, man, this is a team sport. There should be no excuses for Burrows if that's the case, right? God, dog. There should be no excuses for, I can't use the Eagles now because they got them a ring, right? But damn, it wasn't their first year with Smitty and AJ. How many years that they been playing together? What was their excuses on the previous situations? They had to go get a Saquon. So all of this stuff, hey, man, there should be no excuses. Well, look, let somebody do something outside of 4. Yeah, that got weapons, no more excuses. What is considered an excuse? Are we the only team? All right, so last year we didn't have weapons, but it was still his excuse, right? So this year we have alluding or heading into the possibilities of weapons. So now it's still his excuse, right? You know, I can't make this stuff up. Herb, yeah. What is Herb excuse, right? What is Justin Herb excuse? If we're going to play the excuse game, what's the excuses for everyone else? What's this kid's name, the rookie? Jaden Daniels. What was his excuse then? Yo, he was a rookie. That's why, Law. What was Detroit Lions' excuse? Didn't they have everything? Weren't they blessed with wide receivers, a good, innovative coach? What's their excuse? What is the excuse for the Detroit Lions? Since we want to point out excuses. What's Joshua Allen's excuse? You know, QBs that haven't won a Super Bowl. Burrow, Allen, Jackson, Herb, Lawrence, Stroud. Should I go on? Yeah. So what's their excuses, right? Yeah. What's Burrows and all of these guys? You know, is football a one-man game? Yeah. Law, make a Dak hate is list to a call out to the end of the season. Yeah. Come on.
They didn't go out and get a number 2 receiver. They got a true number 1 receiver to play number 2 as a receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. And now you're seeing on your screen, this is what Dak Prescott has to work with. He has a CeeDee Lamb on the one side. He has a George Pickens on the other side. And he has a Jake Ferguson. Now, people are going to look at Jake Ferguson and say, well, who is that? Well, Jake Ferguson was one of the best tight ends in the league when healthy 2 seasons ago. He had an injury plagued season last year, but he is going to be back. He is going to be healthy. So you have some goons on the outside. You have a goon to work the middle of the field. And you have a doggone the Great Wall of China sitting there at the offensive line.
Dallas.
Because you have 3 first-round picks on the O-line. Dak is going to be protected. They are going to run the ball. You're not going to be able to load the box for 7 and 8 guys because you have to worry.
Come on, man. Look, I love it. Do y'all hear a person that played the game, that knows football? Can y'all hear what he said right here? Come on, look, listen for those who say, hey, look at the excuses. Hey, look at the excuses for that.
Run the ball. You're not going to be able to load the box for 7 and 8 guys because you have to worry about these 2 guys on the outside.
Man, that was dope, man. Shout out to Isaiah Standback, man, my brother. Yeah, yes, indeed. Dak was out for half the season, only had 7 less passing touchdowns than Hurts. Blaming Dak is a lazy argument for low IQ fans. Let me read that better. Dak was out for half of the season and still only had 7 less passing touchdowns than Jalen Hurts. Blame Dak is a lazy argument for low IQ fans. I think they are what we call this right here is
emotional damage.
They emotionally damaged. So when you are emotionally damaged, you look for, I got to point out the reason why I'm in the situation that I'm in. And the low-hanging fruit will always be the Cowboys quarterback, right? It's been 30 years, 30 seasons, and this been a day of celebration because we are making moves. If you think that this wide receiver is equivalent to the last wide receiver we got from the Steelers, you out your cotton picking mind. And I got to say it. James Washington, the last Steeler wide receiver. And people were saying even then, hey, man, we got James Washington, man. Watch. Y'all better look out because Dak, there should be no excuses. There was some people saying it even when we got James Washington. So it's just how it goes. People are emotionally disconnected with their life and their decisions on rooting for this team. So they shoot for the low-hanging parts of it, which would be, hey, man, it's the quarterback fault when we only averaging 2.5 yards per toe. It's crazy indeed. But choose your wide receiver duos because at the end of the day, I'm still picking my side because I think that this duo has really got into the rooms of this conversation. You know, even though these guys, I got to give these guys their flowers. They lifted up a Lombardi trophy. They played in the biggest and the brightest of the stages of the game. But I'm telling you guys right now, as it relates to CD versus A.J. Brown, I still like what CD Lamb can do. As it relates to Devontae Smith versus the George Pickens, give me what I like out of George Pickens. And shout out to my guy, Roll Tide. You know, I'm not finna sit back and say that immediately that these guys are light years ahead. But what I'm going to say is that one word that starts with a C. At least we can compete. And we can at least compare. But there's no comparisons if you're talking about C.D. Lamb and Jalen Tolbert. But people that's in this chat would consider, come on, let the $5 ring. Appreciate your chance, Tate. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And shout out to you, JD from D.C. No more 8 in the box. And here's the other part of it. What people don't know, JD from D.C., here's the other part of it. Let me put your super chat on the screen. Even when we didn't have run game and they put 8 in the box, I want y'all to look at the tape. You don't have to take my word for it. Go purchase the NFL All 22 and go see what 4 does to those when they play 8 in the box. He is phenomenal on killing you on the outside. The Achilles heel of Dak Prescott always been. If you go back and watch all of the INTs, if you go back and watch all of the pick sixes that he throw, it's never been when they had a loaded box. It's been when everybody was damn near sitting on routes just like this. They sit on routes and they jump them. Go back and watch I encourage you guys, all of the beautiful people that's watching, you don't have to like me. You don't even have to agree with me. But all I'm asking of you guys to just take some time out of your busiest day and schedule in life and watch some film and look at what coverages that they were in when Dak Prescott threw those picks. They were playing off, man. Zone, and they were sitting on routes. Everybody knew what was coming. They knew that we were a one-dimensional team that couldn't run the ball.
$5. Imagine Turpin and Blue beside Doc with a down Tay and CD and Pickens out wide.
Yeah.
Mixed with pre-snap motion.
Come on with it. Shoot. Hell yeah. Hey, all I can say is Steve Simcoe and boys, Adam Clayton Adams, I call him Adam Clayton. They're going to do some special things with. We may end up calling Cavante Turpin Weapon X. He's going to be doing so many crazy things. And by me doing some refreshers on Jadon Blue and his speed and what he can do on a damn wheel route, ooh, I got some plays I'm going to send over to Steve Simcoe. Have my guy, Cavante Turpin, this is a play design. Have him to come on a swing on a damn end around, right? And have Jadon Blue just on a simple wheel route. Oh my God. And at the mesh point, you got that safety either gonna have to hold or he gonna have to cheat. Cause these are 4-2 guys, right? And both of them have fumbling issues. So that's why you tell them, catch the ball, get out of bounds, man. Take what you can kill, right? I got some packages, man, that I can dial up, man. Come on with it, and just send them over to him. You know, said, hey, I want my guy on a wheel route, Jadon Blue, but when he runs his wheel, I literally need my guy coming on just in the backfield as a crosser. Come on with it. And then my underneath guy, if he's lined up in the Y, I just need for him to have a shallow drag just in case nobody bites the bait. And somebody's biting. Come on with it, shoot. Somebody's biting. If I'm having a shallow drag and I'm having Kavontae Turpin to swing underneath and I'm having Jadon Blue on the wheel, shoot. It's going to be blocked up. That's a 3-step. 1, 2, 3. That's all you need, a 3-step drop. Diagnose it. Hey, your wheel is your number one. Believe it or not, your wheel route, that's your first read. Yeah. And if the safety at the top, if he cheats to the left, you can just release the ball. That dude runs a 4-2. Either he's going to catch it or the out of bounds going to catch it. I'll do that play at least twice a game. Flip it on one side. You know, come on. Dak owns, filthy. Appreciate you, man. Or Dak owns. You just. What you on right here? Dak owns. Is that a buzzard? What is that? Iron sharpen irons, man. Run the ball, play action. Turpin runs a post or to the draw to safety. Come on with it, man. Look, Coach, I'm going to call you Coach. We thinking the same thing. But I want to get back to this right here. Most people thought in their minds that we had the equivalency last year. I literally heard Cowboy fans say that, hey, Jalen Tolbert is equivalent to Devontae Smith, and if you look at his touchdowns and blah, 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 I'm sitting here like, come on, man. Yeah. I mean, it's not the same. But now you can make an argument that these two duos you can literally live with. And then one brings tenacity, the other one brings a little finesse, and you got to have that a little bit. You know, some people put sugar on their grits. I don't, but some people like it sweet, and that's going to be just that. We dropping 30 a game. This is for my guy Jason Barnes. Appreciate you, fam. All right, so let's go ahead and make a trade for Breece Hall to shore up the running back room. For those who just not tuning in, that is maybe a situation.
A lot of Tolos are now asking, okay, Jerry, you hit on one of the two possible deals you were suggesting. What is the other? The internet, who started ablaze with this Pickens stuff last night, Des Bryant was like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? The internet is throwing out a running back name. They're saying, now go and get Nick Chubb. Who is powerlifting and showing off all his strength and the freakish stuff out of Cleveland. The name that I had heard or told not to shut the door on was Breece Hall. A lot of Tolos are now asking.
Yeah, so Breece Hall is more of a situation that could happen. Not saying that it will, but this is the thing. When we contextualize all what we got to consider here, the Dallas Cowboys, they are moving differently. They have a guy that's not going to be falling asleep behind the wheel, and I'm talking about Mike McCarthy, because Mike McCarthy, he literally felt as if though, to me, got complacent, got tired of fighting, and was one of those guys that looked at it and said, you know what? Me, myself, and we okay if we just do it my way. And he wanted to spread the ball all over the field, and he never valued the run. My guy Dak owns Law. It's a dodo bird for the Philly, for Filthy. Also, you miss Marv Sapp reference. Shh, close the doors. Oh,
Let's go, man!
Let's go.
Oh yeah. We understand the cause. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man, for your support. I really appreciate you, man, and all that you do. I can't even find it yet.
And they understand the cost
That is involved.
that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors.
Y'all close them doors. Appreciate you, man. Dak on filthy. You know. Oh, there's more information. Okay, so Shotty coached him at Georgia.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Member for 5 months level, man. Platinum level 3. Law, all 3 levels are options for Dak. Back, for Dak. Plus the back is out the backfield, okay? Yeah. Okay, Pickens inside the locker room right now saying that, hey, you want that number 1 from Tolbert. Jeez. All right. Okay, let me give y'all the actual numbers for it all, and then we will try to circle back. We've agreed to terms acquiring George Pickens and a 2027 6th-round draft pick. God, dog. From the Steelers in exchange for a 2026 3rd-round pick and a 2027 5th-round pick. So the 6th-round pick in 2027, I mean, what are we talking about, right? And the 2026 3rd-round draft pick, that one may burn a little bit, but I'm looking at it from right now. We got us a true starter, right? And this year, 3rd-round draft pick, Shavon Revel, he have high upside, but he's not a true starter. We don't know what he's going to bring, right? So we can look at 3rd-round draft picks and say to ourselves, it is for what it is. Yeah. And then the 2027 5th-round draft pick, okay, we can be neither here nor there. All right, so my guy, Badger Vision, says Law is the Dak Prescott apologist. I think that I've been following this team before Dak Prescott knew how to spell his name, right? I may not look it, but I'm old enough to be his father, right? So when we start talking about apologists and these sorts of things, the craziest thing of it all is that this falls under the category of any quarterback that we may have had in the last 20 years or 30 years, is that this situation from here is that you need run game. There's nobody that could play quarterback. Nobody that could play quarterback would have won and made deep runs way throughout the Super Bowl with one-dimensional, right? You got to have run game. You got to have run game. Put it like this, I got historical data on my side, right? That these are things that these are not for debate. We didn't have a Tony Dorsett, right? Roger Staubach did. Oh, we didn't have the doomsday defense. Roger Staubach did. Those are things that made him. It was eligible for him to win a freaking Super Bowls, right? And he got 2 of them, been to multiples, right? But he got 2 Super Bowl rings. That's how hard it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's with a better coach. Like, you can Google Tom Landry and his name will pop up as one of the greatest coaches of all times, right? And he got 2 Super Bowl rings. That's how difficult it is, right? And then if we go to the 90s, right? And if you start to think about what was entailed for that, right? Troy Aikman. And then we have the all-time leading rusher, right? Oh, my goodness. We have the all-time leading rusher. And keep in mind, record still is not broken. And you had great coaching. And every time they made it to the postseason to get up out of there to the Super Bowl, they finished. They finished in number 1 or number 2 or number 3 defensively, respectfully. We haven't done that in the time frame of Dak Prescott being here, unfortunately, to bust anybody's bubble. And guess what? No one can out-debate the facts because these are truth that no one wants to hear. And when they start to see these things of me telling the truth, they say, oh, he's just making excuses, right? So it needs to be talked about that this team been in the mudslide with building the team. And now that we are finally building the team, the first thing people going to say is, as if though we always had these tools, which we never had, you know. So granted, when we go into the postseason this year, I want to take responsibilities and duties away from Dak Prescott, just like responsibilities and duties was taken away from Roger Staubach, just like responsibilities and duties was taken away from Troy Aikman, right? So that we can let someone else do some things so we can play as a team. Yeah, so we can play as a team. So the arrows are up. We got to look back at this and say, okay, apologists or not, what can we do to win games? What is this like when you absolutely look at a player and his skill set? You say, what are the strengths of said player? And then you build around that. The Cowboys haven't been doing that. But they're doing it this year, and we can physically see with the things that they are doing, or tangibly see with the things that they are doing. And I love every bit of it, Cowboy Nation. And you guys should too. Yeah. Yeah. Paul, let the AI speak on it.
Paul $5. Hates going to hate law. This is what we have been asking for from Jerry and Son.
Right. This is exactly what we've been asking for from Jerry and Son. And if you don't have a few haters, you ain't doing anything. I want the haters to continue to embrace the conversation, because that allows me to know that we are doing something right, you know, because if I didn't do anything right, then I wouldn't have these haters, right? I wouldn't have these people to sneak this and hate, you know, so we need them. We need them as much as we need anything else. Ain't this right?
You need haters. What the fuck is you complaining about? What the fuck do you think a hater's job is?
Come on, we need them. You know, we need the haters. And if you don't have them, then something ain't right, you know. Yeah. As they say here, if no one, look, write this down as a quote. I wanted to pull this up right here. This is right here, the God honest truth. If no one hates you, you're not pushing hard enough. So I need it. Come on with it. Shoot. Hey, come on. Keep on hating. Shoot, at the end of the day, them hate checks go hard. All right. So with that being said, I want to pull up some more audio from what they were saying from this. So bear with me real quickly on this, and we'll open up the phone lines and everything, because we need all of this. Cowboy Nation, come on with it. And I know that y'all feeling the same way. I might have a commercial, though. Oh, here we go. Let the commercial skip in about 30 seconds. Y'all bear with me. All right, so with that being said, we need defensive backs. We also need another one tech to come in to fight for that. Historical science of data states that even with rookies like a Jay Thoyer, Thower, you know what I mean? Even with him, it's going to take a little time. Come on, let's get it.
And Post Malone. Then Bobby put it out this morning that George Pickens is about to be a Dallas Cowboy. Adam Schefter, Jordan Schultz, Tom Pelissero, Ian Rappaport just said Bobby Belt first to be on it. Bobby, take us inside the story.
So the Cowboys have been working on receiver trades for the last couple days. They've called about a couple different guys. And in the last 2 days, they really started focusing on Pickens. And they ended up last night. It sounded like it was getting really close for them. And so I think it's getting finalized today. But, yeah, this is something that is agreed upon, I think, right now. And they'll just get it finalized with the league office probably this morning.
Shout out to you. Jeremy Sanchez says, what is next? Another DB or running back, and keeping it being great. All right, so here's what we need now, in my opinion. I think that the offense, to me, is okay, good enough to make things and tractions move. I just think that the Cowboys need to look at this defense just a little bit. I have reservations a lot on DB play, and I have a slight doubt at one tech. I like Mozzie going into his third season, but I haven't seen enough from Mozzie, right? I like Jay, but, we know that rookie walls can exist, and you can be the best or the greatest of the rookies. It don't matter how big you are, you got to go up against grown man strength. And I just want them to just identify those two areas. Now, a cherry on the top will be a Breece Hall or a Nick Chubb, right? Those are just cherries on the top.
Morning and get all the compensation swap done.
Can you say other names that they were thinking about?
Yeah, I think they called on Rashad Bateman in Baltimore. And I think they were calling about a lot of different players, but I think Bateman and Pickens were the two that they were really looking at. Cost, I think, settled them on Pickens. But
would y'all rather have Rashad or Pickens? Put that in the chat.
Because, if you go and get Bateman, he's already got a contract extension. You have to rework things. You have to flip switches to make his money work. Whereas Pickens is still on a rookie deal. They acquire him, and they don't have to really do anything with his money. And also, I think what they're going to have to give up is probably not going to match what they would have had to have given up for Bateman, which I think you're probably looking at a day 2 or really early day 3 pick for Pickens.
You have capital to use and use it.
Well, you haven't mentioned the big part of the problem, which is all the drama and all the headache.
I love drama. I love headache. I usually love other people's drama.
Here's how to handle the drama and the headache. Who all want a dog on this team? Put a 1 in the chat if you want dogs. Right? Put a 1 in the chat if you want a dog. Put a 1 in the chat if you want a dog. Yep. Put a 1 in the chat if you want that dog. I need to know. Because I got a thing that we going to talk about this. Okay. Appreciate you for your support, Sanchez. I think we should extend 2 guys. That's is the offseason. Micah and Bland and Tyler. Yeah. Okay. And people got to understand, too, that Pickens is signed under David Mulugeta. So that's going to be another thing that we're going to have to revisit. All right. We're going to have to revisit. My guy June says Cujo. Right. Right. So I seen all these ones in here. Now, when you want that dog, you're going to have dog responsibilities. Yeah. That dog got teeth. That dog going to be nasty. Going to take a shit on the favorite parts of your living room. Excuse my French. That slipped out. But hey, you going to have to deal with that dog. It comes with responsibilities. I want a dog, but you don't want the responsibilities of that said dog. Is the problem. Everybody in the chat said that they want that dog. So now you got to have a dog trainer. You got to have someone that's well equipped on knowing how to handle said dog. So be prepared. We got the dog. Now it's time to take care of the said dog. Dog got to go for walks. If the dog inside the house all day, he going to tear up your favorite part of the couch. He going to eat the remote. He going to break down the plants. He's going to make sure that you are having a rough time. But now you got to take care of the dog. See, everybody want that dog, but now they don't want the responsibility of that dog. Yeah. It's different kinds of caliber of dog. And we ain't talking about a Shih Tzu. We ain't talking about a Cavapoo. We ain't talking about a Poodle or a Yorkie. This is a real dog. It's a different. Hey, Jalen Brooks, a dog. What kind? A Yorkie. Hey, different responsibility. Pickens, a dog. What kind? A Rottweiler. Different type of responsibilities. Jalen Tolbert, a dog. What kind? A Cavapoo. Okay, all right. Yeah, it bark. It do all of that good stuff. It'll charge at your feet. And you stomp one time, it's a trail of urine, right? It got a lot of heart. It got a lot of fight in them, but them bites, man, them things don't hurt. but let a Rockwaller or a Pick get a hold to you. That's what this dude is, right? We ain't talking about no wiener, no tweeter, you know what I'm saying? We got a real dog, and now we complaining about the dog. Cowboys, don't y'all complain about this dog. Now, when I get this dog, you have to feed him. You got to take him for walks. You got to make sure that when other dogs get around, you got to hold him. Hey, get back. Hey, get it back. Get back. Hey, get on back. You know, you got to do all of this. Hey, oh, man. Hey, oh, he's so cute. Don't touch him now. He got teeth. He bite. Yeah. Hey, get back. Hey. You a little bit too close. This dog got teeth. Yeah, he bite. No, you can't touch him. I don't let everybody touch my dog. No. So when Zaire Alexander pushed CeeDee Lamb in the back, that ain't happening on Pickens' watch. No. Yeah. Sure. But people know which ones they can press buttons on, right? And I'm not beating up my guy CeeDee Lamb. But some people wish that they could be in the situation. Don't you think that a Rockwaller or a Pitt or what's it, Cujo or whatever dogs, a German Shepherd, some of them dogs wish. I wish. Oh my God, it just hit me because I grew up with nothing but dogs. Have you ever seen that dog just minding his own business and he watching you the whole time? And he's sitting there saying, I wish this naysayer would jump this fence. That's how my German Shepherd was. Oh, my goodness. He wouldn't do all of that barking. But he said he got a territory marked in his mind. I wish this naysayer would jump this fence. Yeah. I wish he would. I wish this naysayer would. Oh! He got balls. Oh, he finna really jump this fence. Okay, all right, I'm calculating. I know how fast I can run. I think I know how fast he gonna run. I'm gonna wear that. Oh, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. And then when he jumped that fence, he trying to sneak around the back of the house. Dog. That's Pickens. That's Pickens. Yeah. But Tolbert, and I ain't gonna put Mingo in this situation because he didn't really get a chance to play last year. And Brooks, they the type of dog that when somebody jumped the fence and all they got is a little kibbles and bits, a little snack with them or something, they look all aggressive. And then they see that little, they see that little rattling. I hope I have something to rattle with. Yeah. Here, buddy. Here, buddy. Get the wagging their tails. Give them some kibbles and bits. Yeah. But the dogs we had, they don't care what you have in your hand. T-bone steak, a half of a hot dog, some leftover eggs or something, whatever you have in your hand. That dog don't want that. He want to know why you on his territory. You know, you can't feed him to make him feel good. He gonna tear your ass up in that food you got in your hand. So yeah. That's the type of dog we got now out of George Pickens. If you think I'm lying, go back to my Instagram. I'm gonna go back to my Instagram, and we gonna see that this kid was minding his own business. He said, "I'm gonna press you," and Pickens was like, "Nah, I'm that dog." Threw him up off. He threw him up out of there, didn't he? Long, show the pick and fight I can't even say it, complications. No, I can't show you guys that. That's what we call it's copyrighted. Yeah, I can't show your mans. I can't show all of those montages of footages there. Yeah, CD and Pickens were both will be at 1,000 yards this season. Yeah. Law, just play some DMX right now. Yeah, man, I can't play it, man. YouTube be YouTubing, you know. But let's go.
But
OPD. Talent check. 24 years old. Check. Number 2. Check. Headache. Big fat X.
Yeah, and it's the whole if Mike Tomlin can't do anything to keep you kind of on a straight and narrow pathway, who can? Mike he seems to be like just one of these really great motivators. I think he's the best motivator in the NFL as a coach, and if he can't get you to kind of see the plan, then who can? It certainly is going to be more difficult for a rookie head coach.
Under normal circumstances, I'm saying no. I'm out.
Ian has the compensation. It's a trade centered on a third-rounder going from Dallas and then a late-round pick swap. So Dallas is trading a third and a late-round pick to Pittsburgh in exchange for Pickens and a late-round pick.
Third and a late for Pickens.
I think Baltimore wanted a second.
One.
No, okay, if you're talking
there's
about
not 32 ones.
No, but this is the same BS argument about saying Patrick Mahomes is the only number one quarterback.
No.
There's tiers.
Let me see right here. Hold on.
Not gotten a firm answer yet. I don't know that this is coming with an idea that they're going to extend him for sure.
Because otherwise you make this move, Choppy, when you're on the doorstep, not when you're, in my opinion, and what you just said earlier, where the Cowboys are. So are you saying you are in the George Pickens business long term?
I don't believe that you can trade a third-round pick for a guy who you are going to have for 2 years.
No,
I don't believe a team would wisely or willingly do that.
Look, I think.
Okay, like if you're
BS argument about saying Patrick Mahomes is the only number one quarterback.
No.
There's tiers. But he is 100% a team's number one. That is somebody who can function as a one and make a Pro Bowl.
It's like saying that just because you're the game one starter for a baseball team that you're an ace. You're not an ace.
No, well, it's also if you're saying Jamar is number one, then that's also like saying Garrett Cole is the only standard for an ace. So there's three of them. There's more than three aces.
Let's get to some of the numbers. By the way, the breaking news, Bobby Belt first on it as our Cowboys insider. If you follow him on social media, you'll know that is the reality of it. George Pickens is a Dallas Cowboy. It's a third-round pick given up, and then we'll get some later pick swaps and compensation. 3 years in the league for Pickens. 52 catches for 801 and 4 his first year at 15.5 a catch. Year 2 was 63 for 1140 and 5 touchdowns, 18 yards a catch. And then last year,
nobody even know the quarterback that was throwing him the ball. I like this. Keep going.
In 14 games, he had played 17 games in each of his previous 2 seasons. Last year, he was 59 catches for 900 yards and 3 touchdowns.
With Justin Fields and rotating Russell Wilson throwing the football to him during his career.
My fear in this, if there was 2 years left, that would feel like the perfect sweet spot for me. But
man, I ain't even talking about the money. We don't even need to talk about the money. We need to be happy about the results that we could get over here, and the results that we could get, and the results that we could receive are just those things right there, Cowboy Nation. We'll be okay. We don't have to worry about X, Y, and Z things. Everything will work its way out. I just think that the Cowboys and what they do here will work its way out to the best ability. Shout out to you, Los Altos. Appreciate you. What up, Bomb Squad? Shout out to the Bomb Squad, man. Shout out to Skywalker Steel for all that he's able to do. My brother in Cowboys Collective. Y'all let me know how y'all like the Cowboys Collective. This show this week, the part 2. Oh, my God. With me, John Machota, and Foots, man, we about to go into some more and more details of what's given to us by my guy, John, and beyond. You know, we getting some things, some real traction going. But at this time, Cowboy Nation, I want to know how you guys feel about Pickens. We're going to open up the phone lines. The reason why I've went live is because we about to embark on a new partnership with a certain organization, and I got to be there at 2:00. So that means that I got to scramble and scrape in a good way by, I want to say, 1. So I want to give you guys a chance to call in and give me your thoughts and everything of what the Cowboys should do. And keep in mind, this is what I want to tell y'all. Growth is growth. You want to grow the right way and the proper way. And when a tree is young, you can bend it the way it need to be so that you can correct the growth pattern. But once a tree grows a certain way, right, and it get old and it get locked in, you can't bend it a certain way. And what I'm trying to get at is that when y'all see me grow, y'all know that we're still bending in the right direction. You know, we're gonna always be in the likes of moving to grow, not just me but the nation. And some of the things that I've been working on will benefit not just me but the entirety of the community, because I'm always community driven guy, right? So I just want y'all to know that. But neither here nor there, just in case, if you driving around in Dallas and you fool around and hit the wrong button, right, and you bump into the right lane and then someone else merge and they hit you and it becomes a problem, then you need to reach out to our people.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
Call my phone.
That's 214 or 817. And all of the threes you can dial. You should be excited about this one. We got our toy, we got our weapon, we got our playmaker, we got our guy that can pull the ball out of the sky. Yeah. And still walk on them like my guy Steele is doing. Shout out to him. And it all rhymes. But with Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, they are here in the heart of Dallas. About 9,000 individuals move to the city of Dallas a month. That's a lot of folks. So if you're not familiar with them, let's get familiar with them. And Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, they will take great care of you, not advantages of you, like those insurance companies. And let's get it, Cowboy Nation. My hotline for your mind is 657-390-7391. You can give us a call, and we'll talk about this. From the first caller that's in the building, 754. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Law? What's up, Law? What's up, Law? This Dallas Cowboy 1992.
1992, man. What you got, bro?
All I gotta say is, man, this remind me of like the 92-93 season.
Damn.
Without the Emmett now, without the Emmett, this looking like Irvin and Alvin Harper. I'm talking about like the skill set, like the body sizes.
Yeah.
We got CeeDee Lamb looking like Irvin over there, and Pickens, he more of an aggressive Alvin Harper. You know, upgrade Alvin Harper. Probably don't have the speed like Alvin Harper, but
you don't have the speed.
The mentality.
Yeah.
That mentality. Can go up and go get the ball, and we don't got to worry about them trying to, like, you know, when it's trying to double Michael Irvin, you got to worry about Alvin Harper, Jay Novacek, Emmett, and everybody else. I like what Dallas doing. We going back to that physicality.
Yeah. In a perfect world, you know, these guys can all remain healthy, right? And then we can stick to our identity. I think that now you got a gun. If you need to shoot out, you know, you can at least attempt to do that, right? But the core of this team should be the identity of running the ball. And I think Shotty got him some good stuff, man. And I think that this would work out well for us.
Yeah, Pickens, he a nasty blocker too.
Yeah.
Nasty blocker. So, I mean, you watch the film, everything about him is a dog. So, we got more than one dog now. You got to watch out for all that double team, CeeDee Lamb and all that. That's over with.
Yeah,
that's over with, man. Ain't no more trying to double and triple team him. Now, hopefully, Ferguson. Excuse me, because my voice a little raspy right now.
No, that's okay. In closing, though, it's in closing because we got a long line. Keep going.
Yeah, man. Ferguson got to step up. Ferguson got to step up. I like to see one more signing. A bold signing to make us really go to we gotta go. Let's go get that boy Jalen Ramsey, man.
Yeah.
Shut them Eagle fans up.
Yeah. I bet you right now they coming off of a Super Bowl. They should still be on that Super Bowl high. You know, Super Bowl highs last a long time. Shoot, our high still lasts from 95, 96, right? But but they looking now. They like, okay, the Cowboys, if healthy, man, they gonna run through us, man, if we don't do X, Y, and Z thing. They ain't talking as broad as they want to, but appreciate you. What's that?
Yeah, if we get Ramsey, the whole NFL, we're going to be on a whole notice. NFL going to be put on notice.
No doubt,
get
man.
Jalen Ramsey over there.
Appreciate you for calling in.
How about Cowboys?
Yes, indeed. How about him, man? That's my guy, Cowboy 92. Yeah, so the league is on notice right now. So what they need to do is, I'm talking about the Cowboys. If they bring in a Ramsey, which I haven't heard any news about that, right? I haven't heard any rumblings about that. The only rumblings that we heard is of the Breece Hall, and that could be a real tangible thing. I'm saying out of Breece Hall and Chubb, it won't hurt you at all to say, hey, Chubb, what's up? We saw you just doing your thing. You want a cup of coffee? But here's the thing. We won't know what this running back room will look like until at least preseason week 3. Week 1 and week 2, people are just doing some installings and these sorts of things. So it's going to be really hard to evaluate running backs. Everybody look good when you are running the ball in training camp in Oxnard, right? Everybody going to look good. You're going to say, okay, well, he can hit the drill a little bit better, right? When you put pad days on, you know, you really don't want to take the player to the ground, or you don't want your running back to try to prove a point and smash Rebel on the sideline, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy when you're trying to evaluate running backs. But you for dog sure can evaluate the quarterback arm throwing. You can evaluate the wide receivers to a degree. You can evaluate DB coverages and linebacker coverages and see if they can fit holes and stuff like that. But it's going to be hard to evaluate those running backs. But we know 4.2 speed when we see it, though. And Jadon Blue, he got that. I got Darius from the 214. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrankelFirm.com. What you got for me?
Well, can you hear me?
Hey, man, all is well. I can't complain, man. I can hear you, bro.
I got a couple of housekeeping things I wanted to tell you first.
Go ahead.
The last time we talked on the phone, you was wondering, like, what's a good spot to go do some barbecue at in Dallas?
Yeah.
The first two places I meant to tell you was Terry Black's.
Okay.
Terry.
Okay.
Black's in Deep Ellum. And then another one called Goldie's.
Not Hutchinson's, though. But
who was Hutchinson? What is that?
I thought it was a barbecue place.
Oh, no, I don't know nothing about no Hutchinson.
Don't start with an H or something like that? I think that B. Tuck was telling me about that, you know. Tip of my tongue.
Oh, shit. I don't know about Hutchinson, but like Terry Black's, Deep Ellum, and then Goldie's in Mansfield. And
Goldie's.
Too, also, like the best place to you do some barbecue in Dallas too is in somebody's backyard. You know?
Oh
On the back of somebody's truck. You know what I'm saying? You see an old school cat with that smoke truck. You got a smoke in, you know, on the dually. Yeah, you might want to holler at your boy.
Yeah.
But give me a second to talk my shit right quick, Lord. Please.
Go ahead. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. But the line is long though. But do your thing.
I got you. And let me tell you something. Hey, like, we going to the Super Bowl, baby.
God damn.
I can play with my team on Madden again. Hey, and look, somebody told me, one brand told me that it don't matter what coach you get. Remember he told me that? Now, I left it alone. But one grand told me it don't matter what coach you get. The Joneses, they going to do the same shit. They ain't going to get no weapons. They ain't going to do this. They ain't going to do that. We got them. We got a championship team. I need an apology. I need a goddamn apology. Real talk. Get the championship team right here.
So you want to holler at 100 grand about that?
I need an apology because he told me, Big Mike, and he don't got a damn job. But Shotty get here, we getting all type of shit.
Yeah.
I need my apology, dog. We going to the Super Bowl. Training camp finna be lit. I give us about 2 years. If we don't.
Okay. So it's a movable. We going to the Super Bowl, but maybe not this year, but 2 years. Within 2 years. Okay.
I give us 2 years to make it to the NFC Championship or a Super Bowl, or I'm putting belt to somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Somebody's fault.
Darius, man, this is my first time hearing you talk Super Bowl and this sorts of things, man. I appreciate you coming.
Right.
Yeah, you crunk,
Right.
man. Shoot, you picking up Pickens from the airport or something? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm on the way. He is a YN, though.
Oh, yeah, he YN.
You got to keep it in check, but we got that dog. And I remember you wanted him when he came out in the draft. Man.
Hell yeah, I wanted him. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Look at God.
Look at God.
Hey,
you know,
God,
ain't he good, man? Appreciate you, man. Let me hear you say it.
Let your nuts hang.
Wait a minute. That ain't what I wanted to hear, but hey, he doing what he got to do, man. And let me be a little messy law over here. I got 100 grand with the plan, man. What's good with you, man? What's good with you, bro?
Hey, man. Hey, man, you say my name, I'll pop up like candy, man. You know?
Say my name, say my name. What you got for the day, man? Hey, what you got for the day? Any rebuttal to my guy Darius that flips houses, man? What you got?
He right. I got some love today.
Yeah.
When you right, you right. You
That's
know
what
I
I
mean?
look. That's growth right here. That you my naysayer, man. Come on with it, yeah.
Listen, man. Look.
I
we
respect
both want
this.
the same thing.
I
we
respect
both want the
this.
same
Yeah.
thing. Last year and the year before that, man, I was talking because it was true facts.
Yeah.
It was true facts. Now things have changed. The Joneses have shown growth.
Growth indeed, man. And
They have shown growth. So you know what I mean? I gotta hey man. He's right. 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For this season, I apologize, bro. We got the weapon now.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Let's do this shit.
Yeah.
Let's go. We on the same page. Me and him on the same page.
On
Let's
the
go.
same page, man.
I ain't talking Super Bowl. I'm not talking that yet. You feel what I'm saying? But last time I was on here, I was upset, was I not?
Yeah,
I
you
said,
was.
Can we compete with the Eagles? I said we couldn't. Eagles, what's up? What's up?
One move.
What's up? If you
one
talking
move,
about
tilt the
if
scale.
you talking about offenses, come on, Law.
Yeah.
Put the offenses up now. Put the offenses up now.
Okay.
Law.
Okay.
Come on
You
now.
talking about with the chart thing that I pulled up?
Put the offenses up now.
Wait a minute. Now
Things
give me
are
time, man.
looking different now.
You right. Things are looking differently when you start to think about like the Cowboys. Oh, damn, boy, you just gave me a good idea to pull this chart up. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I want to see if they updated it right quick.
Probably not. It's too soon.
No. It looks a whole lot better, baby. Hey, come on with it. Hold on. Let me pull this up. It looks a whole lot better, man. I can go sleep good at night now. Yeah. They got the chart up. They got Pickens. And matter of fact, Pickens last season graded out higher than Lamb. That's crazy, right? So they got Pickens as the X. They got Lamb in the slot as the Z. And then, of course, your Y will be Tolbert here. Or no. They got, this is
Tolbert Mango, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, they don't give a damn. Yeah. Let me see what
I don't care who it is.
That's what I want to see.
Tolbert Mango, I don't care. You got
Yeah.
Tolbert, you got Mango, I don't care. Even if we put Turpin in the slot with that
Pause for a
I
quick
am late
second.
to the
Got
morning
a
brunch,
super
but
chat.
Shout out to the all YNs.
Yeah.
I'm rocking Black Forces all day saluting face.
Angie says she's rocking Black Forces all day. And she says shout out to the young YNs or YNs. Well, YNs are young. Yeah, the young. I said YYNs, I guess. Yeah, so shout out to Angie. She says she's late for brunch, but she's out here. So they got the roster already put together. So it's Pickens when we go to our 12 personnel and Lamb. And then we got Schoon and Ferguson. So this is going to be a situation, bro, that we're going to put the ball in the belly of the running back and run this thing, man, to the right
That's
direction.
what I'm saying. Lord, remember last time I was on here, I said, listen, we got a running game now. What happens if they put 8 in the box, man? Put 8 in the box now.
Put them in
now
there.
Now you got one-on-ones everywhere.
Yeah.
What's up?
Come on
Dak
with
Prescott's better than Jalen Hurts. with better weapons. We got better weapons than the Eagles. Even if you say CD and AJ, if you say that's a wash, the number 2 not.
Yeah.
Number 2 not. That ain't no wash.
That's a feeling that you can argue right there, you know.
And then our number 2 is better. Our number 3, who they number 3? We don't even know. They searching for a number 3. You put Mango as the number 3 or Tolbert as the number 3, so our number 3 is better. If you want to put Turpin out there with that 4.2 speed, that's better. You put Turpin out there with 4.2 speed, what the safety's going to do? You're going to have to put 2 safeties. And even if you put 2 safeties, you're going to have to put 3 safeties, look.
Yeah.
They're going to have to play 3 safeties because they ain't going to know what to do. And you got that 4.2 speed at running back running them real Law.
It's more of it's a better comparisons now. You know what I'm saying? Because when it was blasphemous when people said Tolbert is equivalent to Smitty. Now we got it's blasphemous. You know what I'm saying? But now we got some better situations. What you about to say no on? Which one you about to say no on?
Now I'm saying now we got a better situation. We got a better offensive line.
There you go.
Law. Now we can run the ball with that Law. We can hit them with anything.
No doubt.
They gonna have to play us straight up and clean. And if you play us straight up and clean, we can beat you. So they can't cheat on nothing. Law, they can't do nothing. Unless you got 3 corners. That's dogs that don't need no double team. And you got an offensive line that can stop our offensive line. Law, if you got any weakness, we can exploit it. And that's all I was looking for. If you got a weakness, we can exploit it. You're gonna have to have a defense that's solid on every single level. And there's no football team out there that got a defense that's solid on every single level. Now the focus is on that defense now.
No doubt, man.
We need corners. We need corners now.
I appreciate you for calling in, my guy. You know, I'm going to let Flying Above the Rest, and then I got Marcus next. But, man, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, bro.
All right. Team corners. We need
Team corners, man. Shout out to my guy, 100 grand with the plan. We got Flying Above the Rest, and then I have the 513, which is Marcus, and then we have 815. Hold tight. Flying Above the Rest, you're live on the nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Cowboys, stand up.
Stand tall or not at all, man.
Hold
Wait.
Man, I'm so
we them boys.
Hurt, bro. Excuse my French, bro.
Nah, you good. Release, man. Yes,
indeed. Did it out. When it did it out.
We're going to have to go grab some more Hennessy now, man. And,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, if you ain't doing anything, I would say drive to South Dallas, but man, it's gonna be too quick of a turnaround knowing where you coming from. Jeez.
Woo.
Yeah.
Man, say, I got nothing but good vibes, Law. Man, Law, listen.
Right.
As you know, I'm a supervisor for UPS.
Right.
I get out there 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm scrolling through my phone. Law, I ain't been asleep, Law. I ain't even been asleep yet, Law. I can't sleep.
Who needs sleep, man, when you got the Cowboys on your side, man?
Exactly,
you don't need no Yeah, we got Cowboys. We don't need no sleep. Yeah, sleep is overrated, man. Come on with it, man. We don't need to sleep. We got Cowboys right here, you know.
Man, say. We're going to the Super Bowl, Law. I'm saying.
Oh, Lord, God.
Yep. Damn. Bring me the red Kool-Aid, Law. I want the red one, Law. I want the red Kool-Aid, Law.
Y'all crazy, man.
Why not, Law?
Oh, my
Law,
God. Talk to me, man.
Law, listen. Every year is our year until it ain't. You feel me?
Okay.
You feel me? Listen. All we need is for that Hey Arnold shape football to bounce our way a couple times this season. And we getting there.
All right.
Okay, it's good vibes up here, man. Good vibes up here, man. Cowboy Nation, stand the hell up. Anybody with this negativity, stay out the chat and don't call the line, because today is the day you're going to get all the smoke from all of us.
All the smoke, man. God.
All the smoke, man. Cowboys, stand up, y'all. This is our year. Y'all, we got only took a shotty. All hell Shotty. All hell Shotty.
Come
All
on,
hell
Illuminatis, man. Come on with it, y'all. Y'all.
All it needs. That's all it took.
Come
all
on
it
with
took.
it, man.
And that
Shotty.
was that-
Yes,
that
indeed,
was
man.
Shotty out here calling shots, man. Say, and everybody worried about the locker room, this and that. Y'all forgetting we got Walter Payton Man of the Year on our team. Man, that got this. That got this, y'all.
Come on with it,
That
man.
don't have George Pickens on point, y'all. That's all I got to say, Lord. I just wanted to.
Well,
share my
you can't leave without saying it though, bro. Let me hear you say
Oh,
it.
you already know, Lord. How about them Cowboys? Let's go, baby.
Let's go, man. He ain't no killer, but don't push him. You know what I'm saying? All right, so man, for those who are uber super excited about it, let me give y'all some
Dallas
more.
Cowboys just traded for George Pickens. On deep targets in 2024, George Pickens was first in receiving grade, first in catches, and first in yards. This adds to a loaded Cowboys offseason where they already earned an A+ for their draft haul. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb make one of the most electric wide receiver duos in the NFL. Jerry Jones has been absolutely cooking this offseason.
Man, as much as we throw some hate at Jerry, man, you got to give him his flowers, man. So yeah, we Fred, what's good with you, man? For the $20 holla, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for
Reddit.
Thank you so much for it, man. What my guy?
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Put Kool-Aid in the chat if you drinking the Kool-Aid. Put a 3 in the chat if you think we are winning the Super Bowl this year. 3 in the chat if you think we're winning the Super Bowl this year. From the 513, you're live on the nation. Brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me.
What's good, Law Nation?
What's good, homie, man? What's good with you, fam?
Bro, I'm just going to have to say, I am beside myself right now. Like, they have literally probably done the moves and done the things that we all saw this offseason we needed. I mean, this is a completely different mindset and framework of the way this team is operating. Like, you really sit down and think about it. We got Jaden Blue back there, a all-around weapon running back, probably the quickest in the whole draft. Putting him back there as a weapon to dump down when Dak has nobody down the field. Him slicing up the outside. And then, who knows? You know, we add a Breece Hall or a Nick Chubb. And for everybody out there that's curious about Nick Chubb was very consistent and he was very healthy up until he had that knee injury.
Right.
After he had that knee injury, he came back the second half of last season and he played like his starting self in the second half of the season with the carries that he had. So he's going to have a whole entire another offseason to repair, to get healthy, get stronger. And then you pair him with a Jaden Blue. You pair him with a Javonte Williams still on the roster possibly. I mean, we're definitely moving. And then we have a Dak Prescott at the quarterback position with a real running game. And then you add this reamped offensive line with the new guard. And now you're going to add in a number 1 receiver in George Pickens, who's only in his 3rd year of potential, to pair up with a C dangerous Lamb, who is a top 3 receiver in the league. Now Dak has 2 number 1 receivers. So if CD goes down, we have Pickens still. We have Cavonte Turpin still to take the lid off the defense with a George Pickens and CD Lamb to tear up the outside and the middle of the field. Bring back a healthy Ferguson. Hopefully we get Ferguson from 2 years ago.
Come on with it.
You bring him back. Man, I'm telling you, this offense is set, especially if we get another running back. I mean, honestly, we could probably not grab a running back and still be pretty decent. But if we grab another one, it's definitely going to be good work. Because, yeah, Chubb might have gotten injured. Breece Hall might be injury prone. But we're not going to be leaning on them as the bell cow back. We're going to have multiple backs to switch around. And then defensively, the only thing I got to say for defense is I would really like to see us get a veteran corner. I really think, even Gilly would be good to bring back.
No doubt.
Just to solidify.
No doubt.
And then you get that veteran corner because, we have a bunch of injury-prone young corners.
No doubt.
So I think if we get that vet, it'd be good. And then last thing is go and get that veteran one tech nose tackle.
Yeah.
And we'd be completely solidified. A veteran corner, veteran one tech, man, we are well on the way.
No doubt, Marcus, man. I appreciate you for your thoughts, man. And, yeah, I mean, are you saying Super Bowl too, or what are you saying?
Bro. Okay, so I say Super Bowl if we're healthy. If we're healthy.
Boy.
Because, man, the 49ers kind of out of the picture. I'm not really too scared of the Packers and them with the way that we built our team now.
Right.
And I'm not scared of the Eagles either, man. We have owned the Eagles every single time that Dak is starting at that quarterback position. And now we have even more players to add to that. So I'm not afraid of the Eagles.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in. Let me hear you say it, bro.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? That's my guy, Marcus, and them from the 513, man. Yeah, I mean, he's not scared of the Eagles. And he's the third caller. Third caller. We got 3 Super Bowl callers, right? Marcus. Let me see if I can remember Darius and my guy flying above the rest. And now I got the guy, man, that I know for sure he gonna say 2 and 5 Dak. I'm watching, right? But as we all go through this, my guy, my brother from another mother, I know he gonna say he got time today, man. 815 Brandon, you're live. What you got for us today, man? What you got for us, man?
Law, I only came here to do my job, and it's to turn this shit up.
Come on, turn it up, then. Come on with it. Yeah.
Law, before I get started, I want to shout a few people out in the chat.
Okay.
Miss Sadiq Chance, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Miss Angie Rebel Chick, shout out to you. Always showing me love.
Okay.
Miss You Got Is the Poet, shout out to you. Always giving me love.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. That's the last. I don't know how much more nicer I'm gonna be after this. Okay, now, I think I was the only fan that said we was gonna draft the old lineman in the first round.
Yeah.
Law laughed at me, and all these idiots that love your, some of the idiots that love your show was laughing at me.
Yeah, okay.
At some point, you gonna say, Brandon, you right. You was right. We got NFL young boy. I want to shout out to NFL young boy. You in the nation. We gonna show you love. You don't have to worry about if you gonna be a headache. We got Walter Payton Man of the Year on our team.
Yeah.
We won't have any locker room problems. That's all I know. So I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more Dak fans.
Yeah.
Get out here talking about are we gonna have locker room? We got the Man of the Year on our team.
Come on with it.
We don't have any more locker room problems.
Okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. No more. No locker room part. And then they move.
Okay.
They move. Parsons to be next to Prescott. So we good.
They even moved our best player on our team next to the Man of the Year. Also, Jalen Tolbert, you are on notice, brother.
Come on.
I know GM 2 and 5 that got you on the team, but he will not be able to keep you on the team. You on notice, brother. Also, we do need a one tech at defense. I do agree. We may need another linebacker, but miss me with we need another corner. Dude, to me, let's go get a solid a DN. But if we go get a Jalen Ramsey, I'm not gonna say, oh, I hate that. I'm gonna say I love it. But okay, let's move on. Let's go back to the offense, though.
Okay, offense. Come on with it. It's your show, Brandon. Keep cooking. Boy, you cooking today. Come on, keep cooking.
Y'all said Shotty. Now we got his name is not Schottenheimer. He's Shotty. That's what y'all have told me.
Yeah.
Okay, Shotty.
Cause who gonna say Schottenheimer all day? That's too long of a name. Keep going.
That's not cool. So the Dak fans have named you Shotty.
Wait a minute.
You Shotty. Okay. Shotty. Now, Law Nation and all the rest of Dak Prescott fans used to tell me the formula. I want to know when is Law gonna bring up the formula? Cause you ain't brought it up yet.
Wait a minute, I did. Did you see the in closing though? In closing, streaming. Wait a minute, streaming a Brandon. You had to go to first take next, you know. But what I'm getting at, the formula is still the formula. Everything that I asked for, everything I asked for Dak Prescott is here at the table now. He gonna have the run game, a run-first philosophy, right? On top of that, to mix in with the fact that you can still want Dak Prescott to throw the ball from 24 to 27 attempts. I think that the brick that hit the faces of the Cowboys front office was what they just witnessed, what the Eagles just did. They know that Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott is a better thrower, passer of the ball. He just don't run as good as Jalen Hurts, but they know what his capabilities are, and they're going to play to his strength. Now, let me ask you this. For all of these years, is this the first season, before the season even started, Brandon, you know, are they building this team for the strength of the quarterback now, finally? That's a sigh of yes. Lord, it hit you right in the yes, indeed. They finally doing what I'm saying.
Can I give my answer? Because I know y'all like to, and I love you, Law, but you love to misrepresent what I say all the time. So let me be crystal clear. This is not the first time. I'm sorry. I hate to make you feel bad. I know Law loves to misremember, and if you don't know what misremember is, David Ortiz canned this word misremember. So Law Nation want to misremember the fact we had Zeke Elliott. His first 3 years, he probably was the best back in the league.
Right.
But I'm gonna move on from this.
Hold on. Before you go into that, let me interject. Let me interject just for a quick second. In his first three seasons with a rookie Dak Prescott, they went 13-3, 9-7, and they went 10-6, and they went and visit a playoff time. In the third season, by the way, he did. In the third season, by the way, they did win a playoff game. In the first season, it took a miracle catch from the tight end Cooks on the sideline, and they would have won that game. And in the second season, you already know what happened with the FBI and the CIA and the NFL derailing the young running back Ezekiel Elliott. So those were three prime seasons. I will give you that. But the expectation for Dak Prescott to win the Super Bowl in the first three seasons was kind of crazy. So now that we're looking at is 2025, bro. And we still held on. We just got rid of Zeke. We brought him back for a ham sandwich, right? And we just got rid of him. And people are still saying the kinds of caliber of runner who Zeke was still the same. No, haven't been the same. So the Cowboys in closing, because I'm going to let you get your final word, but the Cowboys in closing is moving a whole lot different. So, no, we didn't have a game attack like we're about to have now. Come on with it, man. What was our identity? Hold on, Brandon. What was our identity? What was our identity last year? And the year before that, what was our identity?
Our identity was 2-5 Dak. Y'all said we didn't have no back. But can I say my closing? Thank you.
Come on.
Okay. In closing, I'm gonna sum this up by saying. The guy y'all fell in love with, 2-5 Dak. Y'all said, man, he's master of the comeback. I want anybody with any logical sense in the last 5 years, tell me how many comeback wins he has. Not many. Most of his comebacks came in his first 3-4 years of his NFL career. Also, I say that to say this. Yeah, we have had different coaches. We have had different receivers. We had different running backs, different D coordinators, different defensive stars. But we still had the same 2-5 Dak Prescott. I don't care because you bumped shoulders with Law Nation, the great Law Nation. I don't care that you did that. I will keep you on notice. I'm sorry, Andrew Rebel Chick. I got to keep it real. He is trash. 2-5 Dak, you have no more excuses, brother. I'm sorry. Law Nation gonna give up on you after this year. I'm guaranteeing it. How about some Cowboys? Shout out to Law Nation. You don't have no more time, 2-5 Dak. Peace.
That boy had way too much time to talk about Dak, boy. I gave him too much airtime. It's anytime business. But in actuality, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to keep that same energy. If it's anybody that I want to see to lift up that Lombardi trophy in the Super Bowl, will be Dak Prescott, right? And the other people that took him along that journey. But there should be this right here, ladies and gentlemen. The Cowboys not centering everything and putting their hands on everything with Dak Prescott. I hope that we get to the postseason and we have running backs that can give us more than 2.5, right? And I hope we get to the postseason that we can do play action, that we look like an actual team that have actual skill sets and have some type of philosophy on how to attack, right? And Jay Diz, go ahead with the super chat.
Diz, $5. I want Doc to win just for Brandon to eat crow.
Mm-hmm. Boy, don't you know how much we all want that. All right, I got the 267, then I got the VIP hotline for your mind, and I see MJ. Hold tight for me, so these the next three callers. So the 267, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrankelFirm.com. Talk to me.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
I got from the 860 VIP. You're live.
Law, you ain't even got to introduce me today, Law. After that slurp session I just witnessed or had to... Man, Law, I want my goddamn... How much time of my life did you just waste with that Slurpee, Law? I want my goddamn... I want credit for that, Law. Law, that man just came and slurped over the mic. Law, that needs to make a condom commercial and just have Slurpee on his nuts. Just have Slurpee on his nuts because he don't need a condom. He got Slurpee on his nuts. It is the slurp season all over. Law, what the hell is he slurping about, Law?
That Dak 2 and 5, and he'll be watching. That's exactly what he is.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching you, Slurpee. I'm watching you. I'm watching the way your lips slurp on my Dak's D. Yo, Lord, this is incredible, Lord. I have never seen a man ride a man's D like this man. Yo, Lord, this man needs help, but I got you. I got you, Slurpee. I'm outside for you.
True, $5.
Slurp, I want to give you some. Go
I'm
look up
bringing
these
the
stats.
cool 8
What my
again.
quarterback stat is when he's got a running back, Lord.
What he got? He's like 64 and 7, something like that. Some crazy good number. He lost less than 10 games when you have the running back running like that.
Do the math, Lord.
Yeah.
What are we talking?
Yeah.
What are we talking? Lord, this is why I need a fair one with Slurp. This is why me and Slurp need to just sit down. I don't give a goddamn. We can go in the closet, Lord.
Wow,
Lord,
wait.
Lord, no, we can go to the bathroom. Lord, you remember how we used to have to take people to the bathroom back in the day when we was in school, when they used to slurp out, talk out of their mouth, when they was in lunch, they talk out of their mouth. Lord, I'll never forget. I'm going to go through a little story, Lord, because we talk about dogs. Everybody want a dog until a dog bites somebody. I remember my cousin, pretty boy, got robbed by somebody in YO, by some dogs. I was like, damn, man, we had to go up to YO. YO, if you don't know YO is Yonkers. Anyway, we had to go up there, me and my cousin, Big Powerful. Powerful went up there. It's like, yo, who robbed my... You know who it was, Lord? DMX. DMX ended up robbing my cousin, Pretty Boy, with his dogs, Lord.
Right.
And after that, I fell in love with X. I was like, y'all respect this guy. I didn't know he was X until later on. I say that to say this, Lord. Everybody want a DMX. Everybody want a dog in their life until they get bit. And when the boy got bit by them dogs, he called my cousin. He's like, yo, man, these dudes robbed me. And I was like, yo, Pretty Boy, what you was doing? I was getting me a Slurpee and some pizza. I was like, see,
wait a
that's
minute.
your problem. You stopping the Slurpee and the pizza. You just slurp. So I cut him off, boy. I cut him off. I no longer deal with my cousin Pretty. So Pretty, if you out there, we call you Purdy. You are official Slurpee. You cut off for the familia, and so is Slurpee. Slurp, if you sleep, I'm outside, Slurp. You already know I'm here. What you need? My quarterback is going to the Super Bowl, and he's holding up the trophy this year.
Come on with it, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. And let me hear you say it before I let you go, bro.
Battle, damn Cowboys. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Slurpee.
Yes, indeed.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
Yes, indeed, man. We got some dogs here, man. Hey, Mr. Get More 187. Now that we added Pickens, can we beat Philly now? We beat them with T.Y. Hilton, and he was 33 in the third years of age. He was a master mason out there. And we still got a chance to beat them. And Noah Brown, who's old enough to remember that, not saying that that's the same Philly team, but hopefully, man, we can figure out how to do that. I got my guy from the 206. You're in the mix. MJ, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me, man.
What up, bro? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm doing great.
He had all the brothers on it today.
Yeah.
VIP, Honey Graham, Brandon, and Darius. Everybody's on the show today.
Yeah.
They're excited.
They're excited,
They got
man.
that excitement back. Yeah. But like I say, remember I said, even before remember I said a month ago, I said we was going to get Pickens, remember? I said, Pat, and it happened. And
yeah, you did say that a month ago. Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. And but the Philly they trying to get Cooper.
Amari Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he would go there, but it could be a situation,
Yeah. Or he might, if I was him, I'd go to Houston. If he's smart.
Yeah.
Because, you like that cold, you don't like that cold weather.
Yeah.
So, Amari, if you're listening, go to Houston, brother.
Yeah.
Because he got a house in Texas. So that'll be smart for him. But the Cowboys going to be good. You got the coaching staff they got one of the best coaching staff.
Yeah.
The DB coach is good. The linebacker coach is good. The D tackle coach is good. You see where we going?
Right.
It's that coaching. This is going to be dangerous. And I'm going to tell you something. If you blitz Dak Prescott now, and they throw that screen to Blue, he's taking it to the house. Because all the receivers can block. I love it. And look, we never had a screen game. This is going to be so dangerous. And like you say, the defensive coordinator, he think he got a plan to beat that. Okay, play a 4-man front and watch you get 7 yards. Because I seen y'all crying. I seen them over there cussing each other out against an Arizona team, y'all. We got the line. That's what Arizona, they was pissed. We took your boy. And they ran for 180 yards against Philadelphia. With one person, Will Hernandez. Everybody else did nobody know.
Right.
Let me say it again. Philly, you are in trouble because Dak Prescott on you. Now, go one-on-one. We don't got noodle arms no more. Mingo had you beat for a touchdown. Noodle arms can throw. Man, Mingo gonna kill it. Man, that receiver, who's gonna make the team from Oregon? Man, we finna kill him, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yes, indeed, man.
So I think the last pick, before I leave, I think your boy know what I know. He want to play for the Cowboys. Gilly, we about to get a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think they're going to sign Gilly. Gilly going to be the last signing.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you, man. Name all of the wide receivers we have again, bro.
The receivers we got?
Yeah. Name the order you like to put them in.
Well, you're going to have Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and probably the battle for number 3 gonna be between Mingo and your boy. I always forget their name. Hey, Watch does me the same way. He said, "More, say the name again."
Just say it one time.
Oh, Jalen told me.
No,
Jalen told me.
Say the rhyme. Say
Jalen
the
told me.
nah, man, dude, help me, man. Say
I like Flo. You know I gotta say Flo.
I don't. You just say his name for me one time, bro. Just say it for me one time.
Who? Loree? Okay. Yeah, I'll be like, I say the numbers. Boss be like, Mark will say the number. I'll be like, number 14, number 81.
All right, man. Oh my God, I needed it. Hey, man, you saved about 10 years, man, of my life, man. I had some grades growing, but they fell out now, man. I appreciate you, bro. They fell out, man, once you said that. Oh, wait, I tried to set you. I was like, man, come on, say it. And you got smart on me, man. I said, damn.
Yeah, you try to get me.
I try to get you.
That's how Bosch does it.
Oh, Bosch.
Get him.
That damn Bosch.
Yeah.
See, Bosch spoiled it for me.
I'm used to it. Bosch messed it up for you.
Damn.
Bosch does that. Say the name.
Oh, my God. Hey, bro, you took me. I know I butcher names, man, you know. But, man, bro, you took me, bro. Hey, we got some names. We got some names that I ain't going to even lie. If you got to look at it like Ezraku.
Oh.
And Tommy. Man, that name, and the shortest name always messed me up. Jay, I can't even say it. Thoya, you know what I'm saying?
Jay Toy.
See, you got it better than me. Yeah,
Jay
man.
Toy. Hey, I'm just going to say Tommy. I ain't gonna say his last name.
I ain't gonna say his name is Tommy, man. Cause I thought I can say it, then I get to it. I say, oh man, ain't that about a, you know? But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, bro.
Good show, Cowboy Nation. I don't want to hear no more crying and come to the camp. I don't want to hear nobody get on long show. Only thing I want you to get on the show and do, what's the solution? How we gonna do? That's it. I don't want to hear, oh, we need BB King, we need Michael Jackson. I don't want to hear that no more.
Hush your mouth over there. You don't want to hear them kids crying, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let me hear you say it, bro.
And how about them Cowboys? And let's get this chip. I'm still 10 toes down. We gonna get them chips.
Yeah, get them chips, man. Oh my gosh, man. Hey, he took me, man. Hey, y'all tell Vach, man. He done fooled around and got Marv already hip to the game. Yes, indeed. I wanted him to say Flannery so bad, man. He'd be like, Flannery, man. That takes me, man. It takes me to a different level. But with that being said, I need to go and bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I want to go here. And for those who watching right now, let me see if I can pull this up. Give me 1 second because I got to do a deal here. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. I want to hear what they talking about.
Look for a wide receiver this entire offseason. They had not made that move yet. They finally do, and I will tell you that the Steelers have been looking at their wide receiver room for quite some time. They tried to get Brandon Ayuk last year in a deal from San Francisco. It didn't come to be. Instead, they traded a second-round pick for DK Metcalf and then gave him a $30 million a year contract. George Pickens entering the final year of his contract. And I would like to correct some people. Some people think that he is a diva or he's cantankerous. I talked to the Steelers folks. George
Wait a minute, them words, cantankerous. Wait a minute.
Pickens is demonstrative on the field, but he is not an uncoachable player. In fact, he does have a great way about him in the locker room and is very well liked in Pittsburgh. For the Dallas side of this, they sat on an all draft. Everyone wondering, why are they not drafting a wide receiver? Why are they not drafting a running back? They took an offensive lineman. They get a player who I think is the best available prospect for a third-round pick, and then they can decide if they want to re-sign him or not.
That ain't bad at all, man. And this is different calibers of dogs, man. And this dog right here, he'll bite at you. You know, ain't gonna do much. Ain't gonna do much if they get a hold to you. Ain't the cute cut of the dog, you know. And the different levels of dogs, man. I just want to let y'all know. It's one way to say, yeah, I want dogs, right? We need dogs. And then you got to be specific with what kind of dog you need, you know. So, to me, this is the Jalen Brooks of the world, and the the Jalen Tolbert, yeah, like you screw around, step on the wrong, but they come back, they make some plays, you know. And fellas, you get some brownies and cool points, man, for buying your little loved one these and being able to walk that dog every now and then. It's always funny when you see a big 6'3", 6'4" guy walking one of them, right? Like, dude, you walking your lady dog, you know. But man, we wanted this type of dog. This is the type of dog we want, right? That you know for sure there's consequences and repercussions if you get on the other side of that gate, you know. But this dog right here, you get on the other side of the gate, you know, feed him a little bit, and it'd be okay. And this is sad because, believe it or not, even the ladies will put a pink bow on a dog like this, and it's a boy dog. You be like, God, dog, why you gonna do that to him? It's my dog, my choice, and all of this stuff. But it's time to have one of these over here. Yeah. So with that being said, let me let another caller on. No Clone, Tyrone from the 202. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me. Man, all is well, man. I can't complain.
All right. Man, I like to give a special shout out to you, Law Nation Sports.
Thank you, man.
The final word. Man, y'all really put foot to the fire when y'all mentioned. And the last time I called in, I said something about wide receiver number 2. And this is way before we was talking about having the number 2 wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to what y'all really put foot to the fire. I want to first say that. Second thing I want to say is, this is a great pickup. This makes us way more dangerous. And what I like about this pickup is it's 2 1A receivers technically.
Yeah.
2 1A receivers technically. Okay, and you're going in the off season with your 2 1A receivers. I'm pretty sure him and CD Lamb is at Prescott house right now, throwing that motherfucker, that thing around now.
Come on, right now.
It's cool. It's cool. Get that camaraderie. Get that trust. Get that shit right now. I'm not gonna say Super Bowl. But I will say this pick makes us so much more dangerous. Now, we need a one-tech, a veteran one-tech, a veteran corner, and this is and sign Michael Parsons. I feel like if we do this before training camp, man, I ain't got nothing but. And another thing I want to say, I want to apologize to Joe because I ain't know he had this up his sleeve.
Yeah,
I ain't know he had it because last time we talked, Law, it was Allen and it was Cooper we was talking about.
Yeah.
But this right here, shout out to the YNs.
Shout out to the YNs, man. Shoot, we got us one. Hey, mama, we got us one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on with
it. This pickup surprised. This pickup shocked. Spent shockwaves to the Cowboy Nation. Like, I have to admit, Jerry and his office, they got trust.
Yeah.
In this coach and staff, and I love it. I'm not gonna say Super Bowl right away, like I said.
Yeah,
I want to see them in this training camp.
And ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with let this cake bake a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Put it. The oven is preheating right now.
Yeah, it's beautiful right now. This is beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful thing, and I'm excited. I'm not even gonna sit here. When I woke up this morning, I thought it was fake news. But then I turn on ESPN on, your phone and shit, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's real. Then I turn on Skywalker talking about, I was like, damn, this is real. Then I see you on Facebook, I'm like, oh shit, this is really real.
Yeah.
This is real. So I love it. And I feel like this opened up the competition and training camp for number 3.
Come on with it, man.
It really opened up. It just opened up because we can't sleep on the number 3 spot because we still got Mingo. We got Trace. We can't sleep on Trayshawn Holden. Nothing got an attitude. I heard his little press. You heard?
Did you see his tweet? He just see his tweet. Hey! He was like, everybody's celebrating this Pickens stuff. We'll see about this. I like this. He's a YN too. Yeah.
Because he got some swag. I did my research, and I ain't called in for a reason because I'm like, I want to call and I want to really talk to law about what I've been seeing.
But in closing, though,
In closing, if we this formula that we have, we are so much more dangerous because y'all is 6'3", and he ain't no 6'3". You push him in the back, he gonna push you back. So DC for life. I like what I like aggressive, team aggressive. Let's go.
Let's get
DC
it, man.
For life.
Let's get it, man. Come on with it, man. DC for life, not for short, man. That's my guy right there. All right, so as y'all can see, I'm pulling up all of the dogs on the screen. And this got to be Mingo. This is my dog Mingo. That's gonna be. I'm gonna label these dogs. I'm gonna name this dog. Should this be CD Lamb or should that be Pickens? We're gonna find Pickens. That's Pickens. That got to be Pickens. And that's Pickens. Mingo. Show them teeth. Yeah. Okay, Pickens, okay. And which dog this is, y'all? Y'all let me know in the chat. All right, Murphy says, Shotty said physical. Junior got a type. Ain't gonna be no cupcake. Why? Yeah. Should I try to play? Should they try to pay Pickens now? No, you got to see what it's gonna look like, man. See what he can fit in. One of them Ferg. Okay. Yeah. We're going to get these dogs in order, man. I'm going to have to put labels on these dogs. This is going to be Cavante Turpin. Small dog got a little bite to him. That's Turp right there. That got to be Turp right there. Yeah. That's Turpin right there. You think that dog ain't going to do nothing to you, but let him get a hold to you. Let him get a hold of them ankles or something, man. Look at Turpin, y'all. Yeah, that's a good comp for Turpin right there. Y'all let me know if that's a good comp for Turpin. Yes, indeed. We got some dogs, baby. Y'all better watch out. All right, I got my guy from the 469, Timothy, and then I got Montana from the 614. But from the 469, what's on your mind? Talk to me, man. What's good with you?
Oh, I'm blessed by the best, brother.
Yes, indeed,
and Jerry Jones, man, he did awesome job, man. And I give flowers to Jerry Jones and for stacking up the defense, for stacking up the offense. As he's saying is, I'll give you the tools and weapons to work with. But coaches, it's up to y'all to pick everything, the pieces, everybody together in the right spot, the right position.
Yeah.
So we are doing an awesome job. We building this team because when you have to learn to crawl before you walk.
Okay.
You can't walk and crawl. No, you got to learn to crawl before you walk. Because when you have to learn in life, you crawl. But before you walk, you have to master the position where you in.
Yeah.
To learn to say, I did it. I made it. I defeated. Now I'm walking. So last year, we was walking.
That's my
but this year,
I'm
sorry, last year,
right.
we was crawling. Crawling last year. But this year, we is walking.
Come on with
We are walking. We are walking, Cowboys.
Walk with me.
We are ready. And I'm telling you, people, let me tell you something this.
Let me tell you this. Joy come every day.
Yeah.
But when you wake up this morning, joy comes in the morning too.
Okay.
And it comes at night when you sleep.
Joy everywhere.
But you won't lose hope.
Joy Taylor. Come on with it.
Don't lose hope. Don't lose patience.
Yeah.
More weapons.
Come on with it.
More gifts is coming.
Come on, Pastor. And closing, Pastor. Come on with it.
It's not over yet.
Yeah.
Don't think it will be over for you. The 10th team is not over. Because let me tell you something. This is going to be a spark on this team. It's going to be an impact on this team. It's going to be an amazing beginning, a new beginning. This is a new beginning, Cowboys team. And I want to give people the love and respect that's due. And before when you pick that Cowboys, when you wear the Cowboys gear, let me tell you something. You want to get ready to go to work. You want to get ready to go to work. Don't give up hope. Don't lose focus. Remember, we are going to war. We are going to war.
If I get 1,000 online to give
Have about them Cowboys.
each of you
Come on with it. Come on with it. Yes, indeed. Hey, Timothy, come on with it. Yes, how about him?
To plant a seed of $100.
Yeah.
Because again, it costs to sit up here.
It costs to sit up here.
I got you.
you.
And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving
come on down. He'll tell him, come on down. Come on down.
Baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folks.
I want to see the folks. And put your
phone.
Start moving. What'd you say with the phone?
Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the
baskets.
Take your phone and stick it on the bucket.
On the bucket, okay, not the basket, but the bucket.
Giving is worship. Giving is worship.
I got for the 614. You're live on the nation, man.
Giving is worship.
What you got for me, bro?
What's up, Lord? It's been a while. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good.
Oh my God.
That boy said, Joy. He said, Joy come at night. I said, yeah, Taylor. Oh my God. Hey, I flew around and go to the afterlife. I'm like, God, you got to understand. I had to take that joke, man. I had to take that one, man. Come on.
Oh man, them dog picks got me weak, especially the one that's in the cut.
Oh yeah. That dog got some good teeth though. That dog will give some kibbles and bits, man. Yeah.
Hey, nah, though, on some real stuff, man, I don't like to move. My mom's, man, she is still a friend. She told me this like a month ago. She was like, oh, yeah, y'all getting George Pickens out the draft. I said, what? Man, Jerry and them ain't going to make it. Chill out. Jerry and them ain't going to make it.
Hey, pause for a quick second. Pause for a quick second.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
In the words off Marvin Sapp, giving is worship. Giving is worship, shish.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Come on with it, man. What you got for me today, bro?
Nah, no, but when you was asking about the dogs, that Cujo dog, you know,
oh my God. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then the next little rock, that's gotta be CD, man. That's gotta be CD. Now the German Shepherd, that's up for grabs.
It's up for grabs, okay.
It's up for grabs. Because look, if they go get CD too,
man, it's gonna be good, bro. And it's all about that, man. And you can be a tainted dog and still get some things going too. I just want people to know that, man. You know, but
yeah, the one in the cut, you know, and that's up for grabs too.
Yeah,
Jonathan, Talbert, Mingo, you know, you gotta work for it. You feel me? That's if they don't do nothing. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, how y'all feel right now? You know what I'm saying? I watched the little picks or whatever. I'm not too excited about those defensive picks because there was guys out there that just won the national championship. Like I said.
Yeah.
But should have grabbed some of those guys right there. I don't care if they coming from my city. people got to understand those dudes that's coming from Columbus, Ohio, this is what we breed. We breed those type of dogs. Those Cujos, yeah, we breed that.
Yeah.
That's just how we is, you feel me? So,
Yeah.
you know, when they sitting right there, you skipping on them for some, I don't know, like I've been telling y'all about this draft class for years now. For years. For like years. I was in the chats telling everybody, hey, y'all better watch out for that 2025, bro.
Yeah, you did. You did
They
say
gonna
that,
be
man.
nice.
You did say that, bro.
And
You
running
lying.
backs, I knew they was like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The whole running back class like that. You know, I mean, I'm not too excited about Blue because I watch Texas too. I watch Texas. I watch all teams, man. I watch college football, break the film down, and do all that. So, you know, next year is going to be the same thing, but this time it's going to be more defensive guys. You're going to have better corners out there next year. There's going to be some safeties out there next year. There's going to be some receivers, but it might not be like this year. There's going to be some nasty D tackles next year. Watch them.
No doubt, man. I appreciate for calling in,
That's
big
all
dog.
I got, man.
And I thank
That's
you,
all
man.
I got, man. I
No
just
doubt.
wanted to see how excited y'all is and call in because I ain't talked to you in a minute.
No doubt, man. Can't wait for the season, bro. You'll see me out there in Oxnard, man, as far as the footage I put out, bro. But I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already.
Yes, indeed. Good call from him. What I took away from this picture right here is this dog got heart. Even though these two small dogs, hey, Lord, watch how he growl at him, and then he going to lick him. Watch it. Yeah, yeah. What you going to do about it? Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the type of dog mentality you got to have, even from a little dog. That little dog got fight in him. You saw that? Y'all saw how he growled at him, you know, and then he licked him. You know, that's to a degree that's diabolical, but hey, he don't want that fight though. He don't want that fight. And last year we had a lot of those dogs to the right side. You know what I'm saying? We need to have the dog that's on the left side, regardless of how size of the dog and these sorts of things. Yeah. Yeah, and then if you really about that life, you need to have you one of them dogs too, the demonic dog, you know. Yeah, yes, indeed. That could be Deuce Vaughn. We'll see what he going to do for the 2025 season. Rob CT, any more trades or signing we leaning towards is going to be either Breece Hall. We're going to do a quick reset, and we're going to let my guy on the phone from Poindexter, we're going to let him get on the phone. But speaking of that, man, I just want to be able to let y'all know that I really appreciate y'all support, your love and adulation for the nation. And a quick, very quick one right here. Let me go here. And we got nothing but content today, boy. We got some nothing but content. But this is the reset.
A lot of Tolos are now asking, okay, Jerry, you hit on one of the two possible deals you were suggesting. What is the other? The internet, who started ablaze with this Pickens stuff last night. Des Bryant was like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? The internet is throwing out a running back name. They're saying, now go and get Nick Chubb, who is powerlifting and showing off all his strength and the freakish stuff out of Cleveland. The name that I had heard or told not to shut the door on was Breece Hall. Not a Tolo.
So Breece Hall is... And when I hear like stuff like this from multiple sources, right? And we heard not Carl Pickens, but George Pickens from multiple sources, right? If you look back at the video that I did yesterday on the live feed, it was already brewing around that, buzzing that Pickens could be that person. And then when we did the analysis between Pickens, Amari Cooper, and Keenan Allen, even I came up with the conclusion that we would like to see Pickens because he's a little bit younger. But if we're going to continue to run the ball, there'll be much to do about nothing. If you want what do you call that, rapport, then you might as well bring back Amari Cooper, right? But with all that being said, I think that the upside with the younger guy is a whole lot better for us. I got from the 409 and then 971 you next. But 409, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
The conference has been locked.
Close those doors. Close those doors. We got all the celebrities of the nation in today. nothing but celebrities. You know, I always tell you that the biggest subject in the Law Nation is the nation. And the nation has rose up this morning. So I want to put props out to all of the nation this morning. Now, Pickens started my day, man. And I know I'm going to have a great day because we got Pickens.
Yeah.
But one thing that I always thinking of is hopefully this is the start. You know, I never think about standing pat. You know, I want to know, was it Pittsburgh that initiated this deal, or was it the Cowboys that initiated this deal? And if it's the Cowboys that initiated this deal, are they ready to initiate other deals? Because we want to make a stout team. We want to make a team full of competitors, full of people that's going to be competing each day just to get on the field. Now, you know, the thing with Tobit is like, you know, Tobit was going to be the 2. Now we got a 2. Well, he needs to step up. Right. And he need to be that Sid Wilson. He needs to get into that 3. But he's going to have a lot of competition, and I love having that competition. I want more competition there. I want to get some competition at cornerback. I want to get some competition at running back. We got all these offensive linemen. Right. I want them to fight it out. I want a juggernaut. You know, I know some people was coming in saying, oh, we got Pickens, you know, now we in contention. We could even win a Super Bowl. Well, I think this is just the start of making a run like that. This is not the be-all, end-all. I am so happy that they went out and got that receiver, too, that we so sorely needed. Yes, we definitely needed it. And then we had all that, you know, the pushback with the Dak talk. Well, you know, Dak ain't got no other places that we need to show up. We need to make sure we're going to have a solid offensive line. Yeah. We need to make sure we have a running attack. We need to make sure that we can fill the middle on defense. We need to work on the back end. We need safeties, cornerbacks, all of that stuff. So it's a lot of more work to be done. I give them all the props in the world for getting Pickens on this team, man. That is a great pickup. But it's still a lot of work to be done. We got a first-year coach. You know, there's a lot of variables still left. You know what I mean? We still got a lot of work to do. So I'm happy today. Man, I'm joyous today for getting Pickens. That is a great pickup. But, hey, it's still more work to do. And as always, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Appreciate you for your conversation, bro. Was this pick more of the Steelers trying to release him so that they won't have to pay him? Look, I always say that even a trash can get a steak, right? So one man's trash is another man's treasure. We may look at that steak and be like, hey, man, it hit the floor. Look, just throw it in the trash can. But I'm going to tell you, you let this dog out the kennel and he fool around and get in that trash can, he going to eat that steak. Yeah. It can be well done. It can still have blood. He going to eat it, right? And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for one of these dogs to take advantages of the situation and say to themselves, all right, cool, let me be that. Let me be him. And I'm Himothy, you know. And that's what we need, Cowboy Nation. I do look at it like this. Yes, there have been some talks and conversations about Pickens' mood and these sorts of things, but we just had the guy from ESPN or NFL Network to say, hey, it's been the difference. He's been a good guy in the locker room, and come on with it, you know. So I really think that this will all work itself out for the good, not for the bad. I got 971, and then I have 305. But 971, you're live on the Nation. Talk to your boy.
Hey, what's up, Law? This is PDX, Cowboys fan. Just to piggyback on that, about one man's trash, another man's treasure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, A.J. Brown, Titans to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Right there. We'll leave it at that. I got 2 words for you. David Mulugeta.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You know what I mean? He's got to get invited to the ranch. Have a nice dinner. You know, have a steak dinner. Have a little Jerry special sleepover. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, we need to get this guy make this guy our best friend because he's that guy's scaring me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No. Here's the thing with David Mulugeta. He represents a few of the players that's on his team. Of course, the Parsons deal is the bigger one, and he represents George Pickens. David Mulugeta grew up in Dallas. He grew up a Cowboy fan. We all know that. I think that he got to separate himself from a fan to being an agent, and he done a wonderful job with that. David Mulugeta also represents Jalen Ramsey. You get what I'm getting at?
Yeah, exactly.
He represents a lot of these guys. And Parsons been out here banging the table saying, hey, we need more and more weapons, more and more pieces. I want to ultimately win a Super Bowl. So whatever it needs to be done, let it be done. They got the framework of the contract already done with Parsons. They just need to fill in the the guarantees and the years and the length of the contract. So the framework is pretty much done. I think that Parsons will get signed, but they waiting for that big old day before they make that news.
Bring up Jalen Ramsey. Can we get him together with Mulugeta and get us all three of them signed, extended? I mean, trade for Ramsey, get him in here. He's only, 30 years old, I think. We've talked about this before. And then all we got after that is just running back. I mean, go after another guy that's been kind of tossed around is DeAndre Swift. He's still young. He's still good. Or if you don't want to give him up, give us Roshan Johnson. You know what I mean? Give us somebody. They don't need all those running backs.
Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
I think the big thing now is, okay, cool, you made that trade, but like, you make the trade, don't make him play it out on a 1-year deal. Like, we gave a big commitment. Let's put our money where our mouth is and extend this guy.
Yeah.
I don't want this whole, let's see how he plays. His attitude is this, is that. No, you trade for him, show him love, extend him. You know what I mean? Because this guy is dangerous. I mean, look at what you brought up the other day. PFF loves this guy.
Yeah.
With his big yardage gains and all that. I mean, we're going to have to pay him one way or the other. Why not pay him now? I mean, I've been sitting there in the comments this whole time about Micah Parsons before the Myles Garrett signing what happened, right after Max Crosby. Oh, my goodness. Sign our man. He's the best defensive player in the league.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Yeah, man, you're right on the money with it, man. Got a chance to bump into DeAndre Swift. He came to the Parsons party or what have you, his fundraiser, and let me tell you something. For people who don't know, he's close with David Mulugeta too. He signed with Athletes First, so it could be a situation right there, but DeAndre Swift haven't been a name that people been bringing up because he's with the Chicago Bears and et cetera. But yeah, that's a good thing to bring that up. That yeah. But he close to the star. Boy, you on to something.
He can catch the ball. He can catch the ball. I mean, he can actually run, catch the ball. He doesn't need to take 25, 30 touches a game. We got mix and match. Throw him in there. Throw Blue in there. I mean, now our offense looks real dangerous. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, bro.
Thanks, Law.
No doubt, man. That's my guy from the 971. All right, so we got the 305. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. We rolling, man. What you got?
What's good, Big Law? What's good?
All is well, man. Can't complain.
How about them Cowboys, dog?
How about them, man?
Yeah. Hey, I'm happy as hell, Big Law. This is what we needed. We were talking about it last week. This is what we needed, Law. We needed this class right here, bro. We needed our number 2, who could potentially be a number 1 on any given Sunday. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like any given Sunday, he's the X. So if I'm not mistaken, the X is the first option. So at the end of the day, bro, these defense gonna have something to pick with. I know right now they looking at us like, goddamn, how did they pull that off, bro? But I'm really happy, Law. What you say about it, Law? How you feeling, bro?
Well, when you're talking about an X receiver, normally they line up all by themselves. They on the island, right? And they normally get your best DB on the other side. So if you got a guy that line up on the X that maybe have one-on-one coverage and the safety over the top is leaning more towards Lamway, then you're winning. Because what I want ultimately is not to see cover 2 or cover 3 or cover 4, right? Because what I'm looking at is that I want Dak Prescott because every quarterback read from high to low, right? So if you got a single high safety, and you got Dak Prescott, who's cerebral enough to understand, like, okay, this is where I'm going to pick him apart at because I can see the safety cheating to the other side. It's going to be a real thing. I can throw a fade. I can throw a post. I can throw a hitch or a comeback on one-on-ones, and I know for sure that Pickens can't come down with the ball. We saw shades of that with Gallup before the injury. But what happened with Gallup after the injury, he started overcompensating. So if you go back to that game against the 49ers, right, and they gave him the look that they wanted. They played a single high safety. They had the one-on-one to the outside in Gallup, right? And Dak Prescott, 3-step drop. He threw the ball, and it was picked off because Gallup kind of stuttered on his route or what have you. That's supposed to be a true catch that you do all the times when it's one-on-one. So now I think that Pickens will flourish in that look, especially if it's one-on-ones to the outside.
Absolutely. It just opened up the door for everything because just like you say, if you're playing single high and you put 8 men in the box, you put no people in the box. I don't see no one right now, especially in that division. I mean, the Eagles got some good DBs, but besides that, man, especially in the division, I'm just looking at the division right now, dog. Ain't nobody messing with us right now, dog. I don't think you would have been one-on-one that island with them boys. You feel me?
No doubt.
I'm just excited, Lord, man. I ain't really got nothing to say about two things, Lord, because I'm excited, but I ain't got really nothing to say. But I just want to say how about them Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
But my only thing is, Lord, I just hope Jerry don't do this in vain. And what I mean about vain, Lord, him being a 1-year rental. You feel me? If him being a 1-year rental, then it's like it defeats the purpose, Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's like Cooper all over again. You know what I'm saying? Especially this guy in his prime. So it's like I just hope we don't do this in vain. I mean, I'm not saying sign him right now because we want to see if in jail. You want to see how he is in the locker room. We know he's a problem child, whatever case may be. But sometimes you need different scenery. You need some fresh air. Should I say? You get what I'm saying? So I just hope everybody in jail. I hope they don't be fussing for the ball. CeeDee Lamb. I hope he just be humble. He got him a true X right next to him. Then he could do everything underneath that he's best at. You get what I'm saying? But that's it. But I just hope Jerry sign him. Not right now, but at least after. Let's see about after the 8th game or next year. I don't even want him to go into free agent next year or try to franchise him next year. I think that it's just a waste. You get what I'm saying, Law?
Yep.
I just hope they got a bigger plan than just signing him just to make the fans happy or this.
No. This definitely not a hush sign. So yeah, this is gonna be a real good one, bro. I think that the team and everything else will work its way out for the best, man. And I can't wait to see it. And right now, the 2 players that's in your backyard, right in the 305, I just got news. Trayvon Diggs is still out there, and Michael Parsons is at the 305. So both of those boys are out there working at the facility out there, man. So hey, keep a good eye, look out for them for me, man. Appreciate you.
Definitely, Law. Thank you for always taking my call, man. How about them calls, man? I'm excited, Law.
No doubt, man.
We in the Super Bowl contenders, yeah, but we definitely in the playoff. We definitely in the playoff.
No doubt, man. No doubt, bro. Appreciate you, man. And speaking of that, Trayvon Diggs is still working out at the facility with Dr. Reef. Him and Parsons, I did the video yesterday. So shout out to Brandon Loree for capturing these moments here. So shout out to him. But he continued to work out there at the workout facility with Dr. Sharif and Reef, all of them guys over there. They're doing a great job. And truth be said, even this right here, he's not wearing any brace on this, but it's only, look, the craziest thing of it all, it takes only 2 pounds of pressure to break a knee, right? And football is a very, 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 very brutal sport. And this Trayvon Diggs, he looks a little smaller in my opinion, and he's always been a small frame guy. Hopefully, he can get back to the good forms of Trayvon Diggs. We haven't seen this kid play real football in almost 2 years, in my opinion, right? It's almost 2 years. Is it almost 2 years, y'all, that we've been waiting to see Trayvon Diggs? So let's see what we can do with Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons. They all at the facility there. I got another caller, man. Appreciate everybody, man, for jumping in and tuning in. I got from the 469, then I have the 562. 469, what's on your mind? Talk to me. $562, what's good with you?
Oh man, great day.
Yeah.
Look, so the offense, I'm not even worried about the offense, man. I'm happy we got a number wide receiver. Number wide receiver. But my focus is always gonna be on the defense. So now with this George Pickens trade, you like you said earlier, you're gonna see the DBs that we guys trash. So it's gonna force them to pick up a veteran DB.
Yeah.
It's gonna force us because we still need a DB.
Yeah, we still do, man. And looking at, and I'm not judging by this video, but just looking at Trayvon Diggs, he look like a basketball player. You know, it look like he got no muscles, no striations in the legs. It look like that 10-pound dumbbell weight bringing his whole shoulder down. It look like he barely can pick that up. So he like a little kid out there, and these could be deceiving, right? The guy that's pulling the rope bigger than him. So. Hey, I hate to beat up the kid, but it is for what it is, man. I think that the Cowboys, if they're smart, wise, and got all this good wisdom and understanding, that they could at least don't rush him back out there. Go get a veteran defensive back so that you don't have to rush him. It's been 2 years. Waiting an extra 3-4 months won't hurt as much, bro. But keep going.
Exactly. But so other than that, still got to figure out the linebacker. The defensive tackle, it can go either way.
Yeah.
But my main concern is that it's the back end and the linebacker core.
The back end, the linebacker core.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. No, you good?
Yeah, that's my main concern. As far as the quarterback play, look, man, all 31 other teams, it's only one Patrick Mahomes. Nobody else is Patrick Mahomes, bro.
Right. Right.
I mean, can only say that because Pat Mahomes, he did it with less, with a stacked team, and you see what he did.
Yeah. The Chiefs, they won 2 Super Bowls when they supposed to be in a rebuild mode, right?
Exactly.
And last year, they struggled a lot. Their record don't really reflect what they really were. But when you have the kind of caliber of quarterback like Pat Mahomes, you can get away with some things. But one thing you can't get away with is a team that's already strategy to beat you. When they dropped those 7 DBs and they got pressure with 4, Pat Mahomes literally looked like Dak Prescott out there, right?
He did.
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, when Pat Mahomes lost, I blamed Dak.
Hey, at that point, we had no choice. He lost it down. He looked just like Dak, don't he? But that means that he was trying to do everything himself, and he can't do it, man.
Exactly.
Yep. And then Kelsey got banged up at the wrong time, right? So, and he's getting long in the tooth. So we'll see how the Chiefs bounce back from here. And you got to know they always gonna have a dog in the fight, But
always.
I appreciate you for calling, man. Go ahead.
Anytime. I appreciate you having. No, that's it. It was short and sweet.
No doubt. Yeah. That's the one thing that Angie don't like, short and sweet, huh? I see you and Angie in the chat. Trayvon Williams says, forget two wide receivers. This is a 1B. Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying, like 1A, 1B. Yeah. And for those who don't understand, that is the ideal of what Pickens would bring before he get a chance to play on the field, right? I got from the 929. What's on your mind, bro?
What's going on, Law? Can you hear me all right?
Man, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Hey, man, I haven't caught the whole live stream. I saw the pickup this morning after I finished one of my services. I'm like, I got to call into Law because I think right around when Shotty got hired, I asked Sky, I believe it was, I'm like, do you think that all of these moves that they're talking about doing, do you think that they're going to do it because Jerry's ego is a thing? Do you think that it's working for, to do what Shotty wants to do because they don't want to get this wrong, because not too many people was hot on Shotty, but ever since Shotty got this position, it's been move after move from coaching positions, from the free agents that we've picked up before the draft, and now to get George Pickens. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
So it's like it is refreshing, and I heard someone else say, "Man, we're getting excited about normal things," and it's nice too when you have your ownership actually backing the coach. And that's what it's looking like right now, and I'm super excited. It may not be Super Bowl,
right?
But man, you guys it's looking like trouble.
Here's the thing. For over 30 years, for like over 20 years, I can say, with Tom Landry, it wasn't the fact that the Cowboys didn't go to the Super Bowl every year, right, to be considered America's team, but it was the fact that for 20 years, them jokers, they competed. And it's all about competition. It's about competing. You see, the Cowboys don't compete. We're not saying that we got to win the Super Bowl every year, which we would love that. But what we are saying collectively is that, dog, we want to compete. None of that stuff.
Right.
What we saw out of that Green Bay Packers game the last time we was in the postseason, that don't supposed to happen. We didn't compete.
No.
Yeah. So finally we got a team that can compete. Yeah.
And it's not even just it's not just a team that can compete. It's, hey man, these young boys are gonna take your job. I don't care if your name is Trayvon Diggs or
Facts.
Sam Williams and you've been here. Most of y'all don't have a sponsor here anymore anyways. So you got some boys, once again, Tyler Booker said, I want to make people quit football. These boys are looking to prove a point.
Right.
And if you ain't on that type of time, you out of here. I love this George Pickens pick. It's going to make the passing game much more deadly. We saw what what Dak can do with a 1A and a 1B. And CD was in his younger years, let's just say that. Now that man is that dude, I wish you would double CD Lamb.
Yeah,
I
you're
wish
right.
you would double CD Lamb now. I wish you would. I wish you would. And so I'm super excited for this. I just want them to keep their foot on the gas. Don't get complacent.
There
Let's
you
just
go.
keep our foot on the gas. Keep at that one tech. I'll take it. Let's get that. And if we don't, we'll see y'all next year for the one tech, if the case may be. Right now, if they do nothing else, this is an A+ off season from free agent acquires and drafting and what they're doing now. And all I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in. That's my guy, man, from the 929. What's on your mind? And he was the last but not least caller that was in here.
Goodbye.
Here's what I got, man. And I get it, man. Most people consider themselves angry and upset with the way and the nature of this team and how we flowed on certain things. But hold on. Let me see. He says, what if we offer Breece Hall to the Cowboys in exchange for Trayvon Diggs? Okay, they trying to get rid of Diggs up out of here. All right, yeah. And
For a wide receiver this entire offseason, they had not made that move yet. They finally do, and I will tell you that the Steelers have...
yeah, we already played that one. It was one other one. Here we
What
go.
do you think the Cowboys should do with the 12th pick?
I'm going wide receiver at 12. And if Tedero McMillan, the receiver out of Arizona, is there, I am running in that pick because I think he is a perfect fit for what they need based on his skill sets.
So that was Mina Khan saying that, hey, we definitely need to figure this out. Stay Paid says Pickens is a head case from the outside looking in, and that's why I wanted to. I'm gonna play this one right quick for you, my guy. Let me go about right here.
And is very well liked in Pittsburgh, a coachable player. In fact, he does have a great way about him in the locker room and is very well liked in Pittsburgh. For the Dallas side of this, they sat on an all draft. Everyone wondering, why are they not drafting a wide receiver? Why are they not drafting a running back? They took an offensive lineman. They get a player who I think is the best available prospect for a third-round pick, and then they can decide if they want to re-sign him or not.
Listen.
The Cowboys were in the hunt to look uncoachable. The Steelers folks, I don't know, a diva or he's cantankerous. I talked to the Steelers folks. George Pickens is demonstrative on the field, but he is not an uncoachable player. In fact, he does have a great way about him in the locker room and is very well liked in Pittsburgh.
So the head case thing, I think that some people get lumped into a situation because of frustrations. We all said that we want dogs. We all agreed to that, right? We want that dog, but when we finally get that dog, what you want him to be cute and cuddly? You want to pet him? You know, you want to let him out the cage too. But if you get a dog, you can't hold him with kids' gloves, right? If you want that in your life, you're going to have to deal with the circumstances, right? For having said dog. So we need this aggressions. You just got to have the ability to rock with said dog. And regardless of the situation, I get it. I get the people who probably be worried about having a Pickens on his team. But what you want? You want a bunch of D's out here that can say they bark and be all nice and cute and cuddly. And even though that's a boy dog, you put a pink bow on his head and you say, hey, this is what I want. You know, I want the dog. And we got him. But no, I need some impact. I need something that's a little bit more aggressive if we're going to go tiny, right? Or if we're going to go bigger, we need to have a dog that can really move some stuff for us. Yeah. So we can't have it both ways. And with, I guarantee you, this team is better with Pickens, with the ideology that he's a head case, right? You got to lock that dog up in the cage. You know what I'm saying? One tiger versus 100 dogs. Yeah, that tiger gonna whoop ass. Yeah. Yeah. But that's just for what it is. We can't have them all, Cowboy Nation, and we got to understand that. He may be a head case. That dog may be a head case. But at the end of the day, that dog is well worth it, you know, and let's see what he got to say.
Pickens, it is 5 a.m. on the West Coast, but here's a way too early instant reaction. Cowboys officially just got one of the best offenses, one of the most complete offenses in all of football. Wide receiving core, you got CeeDee Lamb, who can now navigate the slot. He can work on nickelbacks. He can work on outside linebackers. Then you got George Pickens, who's probably one of, if not the best deep ball wide receiver in football. Now, Dak Prescott, he's got to make sure he can throw the contested football because George Pickens is not going to get a ton of separation. If he is covered, he is open. But most importantly, offense.
The Dallas Cowboys just traded for George Pickens. On deep targets in 2024, George Pickens was first in receiving grade, first in catches, and first in yards. This adds to a loaded Cowboys offseason where they already earned an A+ for their draft haul.
Now, here's what I'm going to say. And I like Smooth, you know what I'm saying? I like my guy, Emmanuel Acho. But it's 5 a.m. He said 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I guarantee you he probably didn't watch a lot of Pickens tape, even though that's his job, right? He going to go back and he going to make another video and he's going to say, yeah, Pickens do get separation. Yes, indeed. Diddy Acho, you know, him and Joy. Look at Joy. Joy, what you doing in the back over there?
2 years from now, you'll probably have 3 All-Pros, Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton, Tyler Booker. It's running back by committee. You got Javonte Williams. He's a solid power back. Miles Sanders showed extreme flashes in Philadelphia. And then Jaden Blue out of Texas. I know him extremely well. 4.3 speed, and he can take it to the house. I can see him becoming a starter halfway through the season. Tight end Jake Ferguson. He's a top 10 tight end right now. He can block. He can catch. He can split out wide. He can line up at the end of the formation. An absolute dog. Cowboys just got one of the most well-rounded, well-balanced, complete offenses in all of football. If Dak Prescott can put together another MVP caliber campaign with CD plus Pickens and that offensive line, it's for real now.
The last run that Dak Prescott did have, that MVP run, who was the wide receivers? Can y'all post that down below?
And also the Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles, and people had questioned what Jerry Jones was doing this offseason, not adding an heir apparent to CeeDee Lamb. To your point, I have a stat for you, B. Going back to the 2021 season, that's the last time Dallas had more than one receiver eclipse over 800 yards. And that was Amari Cooper, Dalton Schultz, and CeeDee Lamb. All three of them did it in that 1 year, and they had one of the most explosive offenses in football. So it was time for them to get CeeDee Lamb some help. And you talked about it. They got a true number 2 receiver. Some would even say a middle-of-the-pack number 1 receiver in George Pickens, who is a true X receiver, big-body receiver. You can put on the backside to keep that safety in the middle of the field. That way CeeDee Lamb can do his work.
Y'all hear that? Yeah. Keep the safety in the middle of the field. I want teams to play too high safety now. Ooh, we running that ball on their asses. Boy, we running that ball. If they play single high safety, I mean they got a bigger box, right? Ooh, we throwing fades. Oh, we throwing post. Oh, with the single high safety, we still going to attempt to run. Okay. Oh, wow. They're going to bring that single high. They're going to have a loaded box. Oh, yeah. It's going to be play action, Turpin, seam, touchdown. Ferg, seam. Oh, my goodness, 15, 20 yards. I think that's what we're going to do, man. And I can just see it, man. If you can see it, man, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all
In the
see
middle
it.
of the field, and you don't have to worry about him getting doubled as much. Because if you decide to move that safety and you leave George Pickens one-on-one on the outside, we've seen the highlight reels. You see some of the pictures right here. He will go up and high point the football. So this was a massive deal for the Dallas Cowboys because they needed.
Here it is right here. And most receiving of 30-plus air yards in the season. You got Tyreek Hill, which is a nasty type of wide receiver. You have George Pickens, 12th. Mike Wallace, 2010, my Mississippi boy. And then we have Randy Moss with 11 of them in 07. That's crazy. Law, your thoughts on shoddy handling personalities of Pickens? No, I'm hating. This is going to be a tall task for everyone or anyone, right? To understand that. But it goes back to my dog analogy. Y'all.
Somebody to pair with CeeDee Lamb also to compete in that very tough NFC East.
When you look at that, you can't even name me the quarterbacks that can throw the ball deep in Pittsburgh land, but somehow George Pickens got more than Wallace and Randy Moss, right? And he's just behind Tyreek Hill. So it's going to be a good situation. Dallas Cowboys, man, it's been a blessing being able to talk to you guys and get things going, man. This is all good and all fair in the nation, man. I really appreciate you guys so much for your love and adulations for everything as we get things going the best way possible. The name of the game is to get better than what you was the previous season. That's the name of the game. Nothing more, nothing less. That's the name of the game. If you can get better than what you were the previous year, then you are in good graces, Cowboy Nation. And that is the reality of it. I can't explain it no other. I can't put things into different situations no better than what I'm saying it right now. And let me see if I got to fix up one other thing before we get to the next topic here. But I appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in and being parts of these type of episodes. As we all know that the Cowboys are who they are. You know, we're going to always be judged differently. We're going to be looked upon differently. We're going to be talked upon differently. We're going to be given upon things differently and these sorts of things. So with that being said, Cowboy Nation, let's continue to grind to shine, baby. On my way out, I'm going to play like a small, quick, well, it's going to be like 11-minute, 12-minute interview that we did with one of the people at the Master Connector event. And I want to get that going for you guys. But let's just get out here the best way. And for those who tuning in for the very first time, y'all already know what we about to do. They say the prize fighter, even when he's down, he continued to swing. He continued to fight. And it's about time for the Cowboys to bring forth the right things. Thank everybody who hit that like button, that subscribed to the nation, that shared this content, that support this content. We got more and more things that we're going to do along the way. Mama said there'll be days just like this. And it's happening right in front of y'all faces, baby. But in the meantime, in the between time, you got to continue to fight. You got to continue to lift up your head and move forward. The Eagles, they are the champs. I think that to this day, we just match some of their personnel. Now, you got to keep your head low, Cowboy Nation. The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the mighty, but you got to endure. You got to. And that is what the Cowboys need to do. On my way out, Mama said, say that quote by Les Brown one more time for your mind. And it states, if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you all hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you go after the things with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or poverty or the famish or fame, or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. Appreciate you, man. My apologies, Dak on Filthy. We had a lot of things that was going on. So if I missed your super chat, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Baby, you know I love you, man. To the stars and back, baby. To the stars and back. Let's get it. We are here. Yo, let's go with it. Come on. Y'all know I love you. Come on with it. Yeah. Here at a faith-making move event, the Master Connection. We're gonna have to be really quiet here, but nah. I got a special guest to my right of me, and let people know who you are, what's your name, and all of this good stuff.
Absolutely. My name is Gina Dixon. The name of my business is VJ Dixon Experience. I am a luxury event producer.
Okay.
So, yeah, like pretty much weddings, but I would say my favorite niche is probably NFL events. I produce a lot of athletes events, like draft parties and stuff. So lately, that's been keeping me busy. Yeah.
So how many years you been doing this, Gina? Is that with a G or with a J?
With a J.
Okay, Gina with the J.
Yes.
Come on with it. Come on with it, Gina with the J.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. How many years you been doing this?
I've been doing this 2 years.
2 years?
2 years, yeah. Before this, I was a fashion designer.
Designer. So how many years you was in fashion design?
10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
Did you always knew that you was going to be designing and fashioning and all of that good stuff, Gina?
I thought that was my lifelong passion. Sewing gowns for brides.
Okay.
And then one day I just got into like actually going to decor, and I fell in love with that and realized that was my passion. So all along I feel like this is where I was supposed to be. It took me a while to find it, but I found it.
So you took a leap of faith.
I took a leap of faith.
Did you stop all that what you was doing earlier and you just jumped?
Completely stopped. It was a little hard because my clients kept hitting me up.
Right.
I would want to just design their weddings, and they would say, well, can you make the dress too? And I'm like, I'm trying to get out of that.
I'm trying to get out of that. You know,
like, let me stay here.
Go get the Vera Wangs and things, man. I'm okay over here. I got to do something else. I got to operate in my purpose and my why. Everybody that I that sat in this chair that you were in, they said the exact same thing. They said that they woke up one day and said, you know what? I'm just going to have to take a leap of faith and just stand on business.
Absolutely.
And you stepped out and stood on business.
Stood on business.
So it's been successful for you?
It has been extremely successful. Like, God has opened so many doors that I couldn't even imagine.
Come on
just
with it,
about
bro.
word of mouth. Yeah, just about word of mouth. And it has just taken me places that I'm just, like, still speechless. Recently, I just did Ashton Genty's post-draft party.
Okay, so that was you.
That was me.
I saw that all over the net and
was
everything.
me.
Yeah, he was so crunk. He was like, yeah, see, I made it. Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful venue, too, by the way, the
Thank
one
you.
that you selected. You know.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, and it caught the right vibe of the atmosphere, and it forever will be embarked into time.
Absolutely.
Right? Because you're going to play for a long time, and you're going to say, Gina, put this on. He'll be able to tell his kids, and look back at the photos.
Yeah.
So how did you get into the relationships with the players of being able to do them? How did that occur?
So my first player was Michael Irvin.
Okay.
And Michael's Irvin's chef actually referred me to do
RJ, right?
RJ.
Okay.
Asked me to open a restaurant. Can you do the decor and do the grand opening? So I started there. And it seems like once a lot of players saw that, like on the Cowboys, I just started getting a lot of like, hey, I saw you do a Michael Irvin event. Can you do my party? Can you do me a dinner?
Okay.
And then I started getting a few NBA players. And then it just started. When I tell you, like, God just started just bust the door open, that's just
I'm hearing you putting God, and it's
Yes.
God like, yeah,
the reason
it's
why
my
I keep,
homie there, you know.
You want to know where I keep saying that? Because
Why is
I
that?
don't do the best at posting.
Okay.
And I really need a social media manager. That's my struggle in business.
Okay.
And so people are finding me. I just be like, it'd be like just word of mouth. Or, hey, I was at Michael Irvin birthday dinner, or I was at Shaquille O'Neal's birthday dinner, and I heard you did it. Can you do mine? And I just be like, wow. Like, you know, it's literally just like, and because I need to post more. That's my struggle.
But God got you though.
He got me.
Because
He's
you know
opening
what?
the doors.
He said, you know, this is from the words in that book somewhere. I don't know the exact scripture, but the only way you can please Him is through faith.
Absolutely.
And when you please in the Creator, He got no choice but to pour upon a blessing that you can't receive. You know, your cup is running over right now. Because you stepped out and you stood out and you said, you know what, I'm operating in my faith.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And your gift is what your gift doing for you?
It's literally opening doors.
Your gift will make rooms for you.
Make rooms for me, put me in rooms, meeting people that I never thought I'd meet. I thought I was going to be a wedding girl. I thought I was just going to stick, and now I'm doing like just athletes, and I love it.
Yeah.
I was like, Lord, I said I wanted to do weddings, and now I'm like straight athletes, and I'm like, it's amazing, and I love it.
You dodge a real bullet because Bridezilla is a real thing.
That's what people tell me. It's a lie. Like, you're good.
Yeah, because anything that happened, they looking at Gina.
Yes.
And you be like, it's not even my fault that Tyrone wasn't good for you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my fault that he was messing with the other maids, other brides. You know? You said where it's going to go. It's going down the pathway, whereas talk to me a little bit about pitfalls because we know the success parts.
Yes.
What are some of the pitfalls to help people that's seeing what you're doing now and they want to know, they want to be just like you, but let them know, guide them through the pitfalls. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that being consistent and continuously like perfecting my craft has got me like a long way.
Okay.
And also being humble.
Okay.
And just respecting your client, never feeling like you're too big for anybody.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Even if I get a client that's not an athlete, just staying humble, I feel like it has gotten me so far. And honestly, like after every event, I feel like I go back and I just learn more. What could I have done different? Learning pricing strategies, marketing strategies. Because I messed up a lot where I did an event, I made no money. Because I didn't know how to market. I didn't know how to price.
It's going through the growing pains.
Going through the growing
Y'all
pains.
hear that, right?
I'm like, I literally produced this whole event, and it's been times I couldn't pay myself or my team. But the event was beautiful because I was just starting out. So it took a while to finally start making a profit. It is not easy. It's easy. You see these athletes and you think, man, she probably making $50,000 for each event. Listen to me.
Listen proper. Linda, listen.
It literally is a process. You have to build your inventory continuously. will grow, is learning a lot.
That little Nat right there, he want to be a part of the interview too. Like, let me tell you something. I was at one of them events. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Get out the way, Nat. My bad, I'm crazy as cat hat.
It's
But come on.
it's okay.
There you go, I got him now.
That's some of my growing pains.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like I walked away with nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing looks
Zilch.
beautiful, but nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
So what did you took away from that? Like, maybe I need to market to my demographic. Maybe that I kind of spread myself out too thin.
Too thin, thinking I can take everything on the floor,
Right.
the food, the photography, everything. Like, I got it all. Because I'm a jack of all trades. But no. And then blowing.
Gina, you talking to me now.
Like, and it's like, girl, you
my
cannot
gosh.
take on the food, the photography, the decor. You cannot do everything.
Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
burned out, and something is not going to be its best, and then you're not making nothing because you're trying to.
Have you ever been timid or afraid to ask for the money?
That's where I was going to go there next.
Oh,
not,
okay.
Not wanting
All
to
right.
lose a client. Like, they say, well, all I got is $10K, knowing the production is $25. And
Wow.
it's like, I'll be honest with you, like, starting off now, this is it's a catch-22. There
Okay.
are some opportunities where you know, like, this is more of a connection opportunity.
Right,
So I'm
right.
going to take this opportunity because the benefit of the relationship I'm going to build is more than the money.
It's more than the
But
money.
there's some times where, girl, you know you should have just asked for the money and didn't worry about losing that client.
Losing that client.
Yeah.
When last time you seen a Rolls Royce commercial? But you know where to go get it when you want one. Bro, I got a Rolls Royce in the, bruh, I didn't get no deal on it, bruh. Bruh, it's a $500,000 vehicle. I didn't get a discount on it. If you want it, this is what it costs. So you gotta stop discounting yourself. And a lot of us do that because we scared that we eventually never gonna get it. What if I told you today you had to go through 12 no's before they paid you what you were worth? Would you just wait and just take the 12 no's? What if I told you you compromise, then you never get what you worth? So you compromise it. And that's why you never get it. Because when you say it, it don't sound like, I promise you. I promise you. When I say it, I'm not budging at all. I mean it with all my heart. CJ used to say, listen to him, here's what Eric charged. If you call us back 25 hours later, it's going to go up.
The story now, it was like, I was hustling. So I'm just saying yes.
Yes,
but
yes,
you
yes.
get burned out so quick. You walk away from doing stuff this big with no money 2 times, it'll teach you like, no ma'am.
Yeah, no man.
No,
Like,
ma'am.
look, you
No,
gotta
ma'am.
give me something, man.
Yeah, I gotta get something. I gotta
In the
get
words
something.
of Denzel, I'm leaving here with something.
I gotta leave here with something.
Something. That's what you say, I'm leaving here with something.
With something.
So with that being said, you develop strategy,
I did.
concepts, and say, hey,
Concept.
this is what I'm gonna do. I would sit down and give you a consult for free?
A consult for free, and just be straightforward.
Yeah.
And just, this is what it's gonna take for you to get this type of production.
Right.
And if you don't want to pay this, then this is what I can do.
This is what I
have
can
to
do.
take this off, and be okay with them saying
No.
no. I've lost a little money this year because
Yeah.
this year I've accepted no, and I didn't go back and say, well, it's just no. Okay, fine. Fine. That's not my event because I'm not gonna do it for scraps. It's
So,
okay.
so Gina, you as a person, who are you from your point of view?
Who am I?
Gina, the person.
Gina the person, I would say, like my personality.
Your personality,
I would
everything.
say extremely outgoing.
Outgoing,
And loving.
Okay.
And I love to serve and help other people grow.
Okay.
So like, just out the kindness of my heart, I love to put people on. I love to help people grow. I love to educate, and that's
Right.
just who I am at heart.
So-
Like, without the business part.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
it's some synchronicities that's going on right here.
Yes.
You born in February?
No, I'm a Virgo actually.
Virgo, what month that
that's
is?
August.
August. The guy that just left, he was a Virgo.
Okay.
Yeah, so y'all twins because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
The greatest amongst you will be a servant, someone who's willing to give up their time
I just want to serve.
and serve. And you just wanted to serve, and by you just wanted to serve, you find yourself in this moment, in this building. Talk to the people. How did you meet Faye making moves? How did that connection happen here at the Master Connection event?
So I think Faye found me from doing an action event, and she
Okay.
inboxed me.
Wow.
And she
Yeah.
was like, this is an event that you should be at.
Yeah,
Here's
right.
the link.
Okay.
You should come. I think it would be great for you to network and meet other people and tell about
Come on
your
with it.
brand. So get in the building. And she sent it to me like 9 o'clock at night, and I
Wow.
was like, what is this? And I was
Yeah.
like, I clicked on it. I said, you know what?
You know
I
what?
need to get out more.
Yeah.
Mind you, I don't get out a lot. I don't market a lot. So I was like, this is something I need to start doing in 2025. I'm going, so I'm here.
Going, you
I
here.
don't know anybody. I came by myself.
Well, you know Law Nation Sports now, baby. We are here live at Fame Making Moves event.
Yes.
We're not having a good time at all. I'm not having a good time.
We're having a great time.
We're having a great time. So the beautiful people that's listening in and that's in the building, let them know once again where they can find and follow you and all of that good splendor.
Absolutely. My name is Gina Dixon. You can find me on Instagram at TheTHEJDixon. That's THEJDIXONEXP for experience is short. So just EXP.
Come
that's
on
Facebook,
with it.
Instagram, and that's my website as well. So
Yes, indeed. Hey, Jim Rowan once said this, and I always leave with an inspirational quote. When the end comes for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one.
Okay.
You know what that means?
Absolutely.
Yeah, never satisfied. Continue to build yourself. Continue to move forward.
Okay.
The only way your blessing is going to come is with, what do they say on there?
Momentum.
How you get momentum. You can't get it by sitting still.
You
got to keep
going.
moving.
You got to keep moving.
And that's been the calling card for everybody that's been sitting in this chair right here, this seat. So, hey, my name is Law Nation Sports. Man, we had a great time. Come on with it. Peace. Let's go. Let's get it. Appreciate everybody for jumping in and being part of these type of episodes. On the journey, we been able to move in a good way. We'll be picked up by the Master Connection. And we got some more things that's going to propel the channel to beyond this site. Appreciate you guys. Thank everybody for your support. Shout out to you, JD. Shout out to you, G Cuddy, Sadiq, Josh Blaze, Echoes, Diz, Micah. Appreciate you. Come on. Shout out to you, Jose, Rob C, Tate, Zach, Luna, C-Los. Come on with it. Sean, I see you. Chance, Dak Owens, you already know. Paul, come on. I need 6 rings like MJ. Oh, come on, Law Nation, let's get it. Shout out to everybody. Get More 187. We got an event that I got to be at 2, so we're gonna wrap this up. Appreciate everybody, man. Thank y'all for my entertainment of being here with me. Also, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all for y'all support. Come on, put some fires and flames in the chat. If you offended by this show today, you just offended. Come on. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. That's what the devil used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a Shaquille O'Neal may be on the show. It's all about communicating and networking. I wake up, flex, down now. Come on. So shout out to Gina with the J. And I see you, Gina with the G in the chat. Come on with it. Come on with it. Boy, it would have been a layup if we'd have got Ashton Genty, but that's okay.
Come on! Nobody wasting my time now. Come on! Come on!
Call my phone. And they understand the cost that is involved.
That boy's a cost.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna lead together. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed.
Shout out to you, Action Powell. Appreciate you.
I'm challenging each of you all.
Thank y'all for the movement. Thank you for the movement.
But I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant.
It may not be understandable now, but you gotta understand, you gotta rock with the nation.
I got you.
Every move is for another move, y'all. Come on with it.
Electronically Or even if you give it tangibly.
Closer than close.
Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk.
Original, they never
Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the. Take your phone and stick it on the bucket. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship.
Until next time, DC for life, baby.
Same time to talk.
Come on.
1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, saints. This is an easy miracle. We should be able to raise $40,000 tonight just from y'all giving. That's it.
Givings is worship. Man, appreciate y'all. One love. Peace. We up out. Ski Mask Jerry. And 14, keep it mean. Baby.